The tilt is real.
Tilt is real.
This is when the tilt is real.
Welcome in to the Sunday Tilt with your hosts, the FF chef himself, Juan Carlos Pena, and John JAWN Swanson.
It is Sunday, my dudes.
This is when the tilt is real. This is when the tilt is real. Good morning and happy week 3, my fantasy fellows. What's going on, everybody? It is the Fantasy Football Sunday Tilt, brought to you by the Tilt is Real.
Tiltisreal.com.
Chef's table's full today. Let's get it going. Right off the top, my main man, Mr. Juan Pena, in the building, and to my left, as you guys can see, Mr. Swanson. What's going on?
What's going on? What's going on? It is Sunday, my dudes.
That is my absolute favorite. Any day we get to talk about fantasy football is a great day. And I love when Mr. Swanson starts us off and says that it is Sunday, my dudes.
And I love having you back. Last week we had a great show, but you were missed as always. So it is so great to see you across the table again. Welcome back, my guy.
Dude, I had all the FOMO on the drive up there, and I was the one controlling the music, so I wasn't really able to listen to the pod the whole time, and I was able to comment a couple times here and there, but I miss being here with you guys and talking about football, and it was a good week of football. Scoring's down, but it's a good week of football, right, Chef?
Oh, yeah. It's scoring's down.
Scoring is down.
Unless you like running backs.
Yeah.
Got that
Weird,
right.
That's
Yeah, we
me
got
all
that
day,
right.
though.
Yeah, you got that
Old
right.
school, I hog the running backs.
Yeah.
Double tap RB at the turn all day.
Yes,
You
sir.
had to. If you
Good
didn't,
week.
you're in a
Yeah.
rough unless you scored like in our league, James Cook, 6th round.
Yeah.
James Cook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it
That's
because
my
James
dynasty
Cook.
rock right there.
That worked out pretty well. We cook.
Yeah, Chef
Mhm.
Cooks.
Speaking of cooking, chat's cooking. Tilt Squad's here.
Always.
Good
Tilt
morning,
Squad in the
everybody. I
building.
see Zach, Greg, Cesar,
sir.
kicks from Mike, Eric Brewer. Let's go. TS
Morning,
is here.
boys.
Let's go. You
Tilt
guys ready?
Squad. TS got a cool name too, man. I know
2
Jim
hours
Rambo.
to-
I know we love Jim Rambo,
Oh,
but
for
TS, I mean, it's Tilt Squad. Like it's already
Tilt
built
Squad.
in. It's
Mhm.
built in.
100%. All right. Without further ado, 2 hours of commercial-free tilts start now.
Dig it.
What's going on, Dak? Zach, good morning. I said Dak because of the following tilt here. Week 3 for Greg Martinez. Let's go. First one off the board today, Carr or Dak?
I can't believe we live in a world where it's a no-brainer.
Bing, bing.
Yeah. Drive
Send in the car.
baby. Drive
In
the
the car.
car.
That is the tilt.
That's the world we live in, boys.
Yeah.
You're
Crazy.
gonna hear a lot of that today.
I don't even know if we have to talk about it too much.
I really don't think we do. I don't think we do.
I mean, Dak's a good quarterback because he's a good,
For sure.
talented quarterback.
Absolutely.
But I don't like what they're doing over there.
The Saints haven't scored
Even
less
with
than 40.
having Ferguson back doesn't really tip the scale for me either.
No, week 17 of last year was the last time that the Saints didn't score 40 points. They are on a super roll right now.
They look great.
Yeah.
They look great on both sides of the ball for the most
Mhm.
part.
They do.
Yeah.
And you know who looks bad? The Philadelphia Eagles secondary.
Listen, I'm going to push back a little. I know you're going to do the self-deprecating thing. I still love the talent on that team, and Vic Fangio
Sure.
is your problem. The end of the game, what they did with Kirk Cousins and letting them go down the field on that last drive, it was absolutely absurd. Like I've never seen prevent defense played so poorly. They didn't take away the boundaries. They didn't do anything.
Look,
They just let them
100%.
do it. 7-on-7 drill.
The talent is
7-on-7
there
drill.
for sure.
Yes.
But yeah,
Yes.
exactly what you're saying. The play calling still makes everything look bad.
Yeah.
And for that reason, for a number of other reasons, but mainly that reason, it's going to be Carr today.
Yeah.
All I have to say is, you like that?
Kirk
Nice.
Cousins. I didn't like it. I'm not even an Eagles
I didn't
fan,
like it
but
either.
didn't like it.
I mean, I was saved on the Drake London touchdown.
A lot of people were.
I'm hoping it repeats this week. I think it may. But yeah, let's get into some tilts, man.
Yes, Cesar, good morning. We got to choose
morning,
here
morning.
between Goff or Geno in a 6-point quarterback league.
Goff or Geno? It's
I think this
Geno
might
for
be
me.
This is going to be a tilt we're going to be facing here, boys, today. This is it's a tough one.
Goff doesn't look like Goff from last year right now. I think he's trying to force the down the field a little bit too much to Jameson Williams.
It's like I think it's 20-8 targets, right? It's like 20-9 or 20-8.
I think
Jameson
they need
Williams
to go
over
back,
Laporta.
get back to
Like,
basics.
that's a
And
big
does it
difference.
happen today? It very well could.
Yeah.
But I'd rather have Geno showing what he's been doing. They're playing Miami.
We're traveling across the country.
Yeah,
it's
they're
the
at
farthest
home.
you can fly in the U.S. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Geno there.
Skylar freaking Thompson.
Yeah, it's got. Yeah. I mean, I'm afraid that the Seahawks just run the crap out of the ball, but your run defense is pretty good.
We're okay. We're okay.
That's what I was worried about. Was if they get up early, they'll just kind of keep it on the ground.
Yeah, but
James
gotta
Cook
handle
got
a
us.
little bit.
Charbonnet can't keep it on the ground. I'm sorry.
Well, it's going to be
really
through the
over
air.
him?
No,
When I
not
say on the
over him.
ground, I mean
Like you think it's
He's not Kenneth Walker.
Well, he's not
The
supposed to be.
talent
but like,
level is
I
not
thought
there,
He was good.
and they spent a high draft capital
you know
on
what
it.
I mean? I thought
You
he was
know,
pretty
he was
good.
supposed to land somewhere else.
Miami is not great against running
No,
backs, but for
well-
PPR, if this was a PPR league, I would say this is going to increase Geno's value. Charbonnet is going to
Yeah.
increase Geno's value with all of the targets that are going to go to Charbonnet. I think I'm going to lean with you guys too on this.
Yeah,
for
it's
Geno
close
over
though.
Goff.
It's really close though because I don't
It's
hate
close,
Goff.
and
He's,
I'm
he's
still
bound to come back. You know,
I'm
He's
starting
bound to
Goff
come back
over
to-
Richardson in one of my leagues, and this is probably the last week I'm gonna do that.
I mean, if we
Yeah, I
look
might
at
do
the matchups
Yeah,
on the
let's dive into it,
receiving
'cause we're gonna
side,
be
is
on
that
this
what
one
you
for a
want to
minute.
dive into a little
Yeah,
bit?
yeah, please.
On
All
the
right, so
receiving side?
DK Metcalf has a great matchup against Kendall Fuller.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, he's gonna kill him.
All right. On the other side, Tyler Lockett does not. He's going to face Ramsey.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think, avoid Tyler Lockett if you can in your lineups. All right. Jackson Smith and Jigba, that's a full play for me, man.
Me
Yeah,
too.
Kohu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kohu, they
Yeah.
play 69% zone defense. So it's not.
We're just not great defense right now. We're
Yeah,
not.
they're not. So I think they
The
score
Bills
through
got
the
us
air
pretty good. Yeah.
early and often.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at at least 2 passing touchdowns for Geno Smith. I think he gets at least 240 yards passing through the air. And if he does that, the way that throwing the football has been going
Oh,
around
if you
this
get 2
season,
touchdowns, you're good.
2
from your quarterback.
touchdowns and you're over
Yeah.
240, I think you're golden for at least the top 10 performance. And I'm okay with that
That's what Baker and Darnold are averaging right now.
because Goff, he goffed it last night. You got goffed the other time.
Well,
game.
he also threw the ball 55 times, and he
Yeah,
finished with
dude.
over 300 yards. I mean,
That
the
was
guy
gonna be-
he's airing it out, and Arizona doesn't really have the corners. I mean, when you think they
They're
really
terrible.
don't.
Terrible
Yeah,
defense.
so
That's the one thing I was going to push back on Goff, and why I wanted to hesitate and maybe not go unanimous so quick, so early, and put Geno ahead of Goff. That game is one of the few games that has shootout potential, like the Saints and Eagles, and that one.
for sure.
We have to have hope. This is why we do this show, right? Like to have fun and hope for a good day. What do you want to do, Chef, tonight? You're going to have people over where everybody's going to be hanging out.
Oh,
We're
it's
gonna eat
Sunday
some
dinner.
meatballs. Sunday dinner, right? And the whole fam's coming. A bunch of our league mates are coming. We want to jump around and scream. We want to jump and injure our ankles celebrating somebody scoring a touchdown to hit a parlay.
Not this guy.
Not that it's ever happened.
Dude, I
We're
got
here.
hurt yesterday enough. We'll talk about that when the time is right. But go ahead.
So we just want to get hyped, and in order to do that, you need those plus games. And I want the Eagles and the Saints to be a plus game, and I would love for this Cardinals and Lions game to be a plus game. And if that happens, that means Goff's throwing the ball, and that means it's a shootout. Like Swanson said, the defense isn't great, and if you take the deep shots, eventually they're going to hit. Like J-Mo's going to hit. Laporta's bound to have a good game again. Where's Amon-Ra been? He's disappointing us all year.
I mean,
He had a
there's
decent-
also
He finally had a decent week last week.
but-
Didn't
but-
score, but he's still 11
Right.
for 119. Like finally,
Yeah,
a glimmer of
that's-
hope
that's
for
a
the guy
good
that
game.
you drafted in the first round. Like it's still a good day.
We need him in the end zone though. They made bad decisions down
know.
there in the red zone, and I don't think they'll do that again. I think that game has potential for shootout.
I'm leaning
So
back off.
I think I'm going Goff.
I'm tilting back to Goff now. Wow.
Because like Chef scared
Yeah.
me. Said game script, they're winning, they go up, and then it's a wrap. And Mike McDonald is a good coach, and he's a defensive minded coach, and they're just going to run the ball and take the clock down and beat Miami. I'm going to go Goff over Geno. Tilting
Chef?
early. Thank you very much,
Early.
Cesar
Let's go.
Espinoza,
Yeah,
because you
say
took
that
us on
that's-
a deep dive into Goff, Geno. But we are in that world, and it's very important right now when you're not getting 2 touchdowns from any quarterback. Really, Patrick Mahomes is QB 14.
Yo, I have some things to say about Patrick Mahomes.
14. He's not even a QB 1.
It has been. He hasn't scored more than 17 fantasy points since week 12 of last year. And I think he had 20.
Oh,
And
I
since
know.
then, Yeah, and it has been. He is a great quarterback for football, not necessarily for fantasy.
Nope.
And
He just wins now.
Once the Carson Steele tilts start coming in,
They're coming.
They're coming because we got a lot to talk about as far as what to expect in Kansas City. But we'll get there. To back up to where we were before, Chef, are you sticking with Geno or are you tilting back to Goff?
I'm sticking with Geno. I think it's just
Okay,
a lot.
fair
It's
enough.
just easier to play with.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, we got a lot of
the
show
Lions
left.
could come out and say, "Hey, we're just going to run the ball today."
Yeah. This might be the tilt of the week candidate, bro. Like, we're going to leave it for now. And
the Buccaneers,
It'll come back.
they only put up 20 points against the Lions. The Lions defense is real. I think this game is closer and lower scoring than we think.
They all are.
Yeah. So we could be looking at a 21-17 matchup on either side of the ball. This spread is close, isn't it?
Yeah. No. It's going to be a tight game. I just figured it might have potential, man. There's a little 31-28 instead of what you just said, 21.
Over under 51.5. Lions, Cardinals, and then
51. Really? Vegas does
27-24. Right. Vegas don't miss, bro.
Yeah, and Vegas is 42 for.
That means 3 touchdowns on each side, guys. That means 3 touchdowns on each side. So, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like there's a chance Goff throws 2 or 3 touchdowns.
He could throw 2 or 3 interceptions too.
100%. I don't care.
He threw 3 last.
If he throws 3 touchdowns, go ahead. Enjoy yourself. Be Goff. Be Goff, my dude.
Go Goffin. All right.
I mean, I'm playing Goff in some leagues, but I'm not playing him over Geno.
I will.
Okay. All right. We'll see. We'll see if it stays that way. We got a lot of show left. Kicks from Mike. What's going on? Good morning. Wide receiver 2.
Oh, I feel like Mr. Swanson might have a strong opinion on this.
Ooh.
Chris Olave.
Yeah.
Or Chris Godwin.
Play both.
Bench somebody else.
Bench someone else. They both should have a great game, and I think Godwin's going to give you the safety that you're looking for.
Oh man.
Yeah.
This is
I go Olave.
Tough.
Nah, I don't think it's tough for me. I know Godwin's been performing, but
you're leaving points on the bench either way.
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean?
Figure it out, my man. If you don't have a flex play,
okay though. Upside. Back to hope. Olave. Upside Olave. Because Godwin's going to give you a nice
upside Olave. He's going to give Godwin's going to give you a nice line, especially if he scores. I mean, last week they played the Rams, 7 for 117 and 1. He's just unbelievable in the slot.
Yeah.
It really
is killing it right now. But the Rams are atrocious. Although
let's go Godwin or Olave. I'm going Olave.
Godwin.
I was going to say, Chef. I was speaking over your shoulder earlier in your cornerback matchup. Is that where you're going?
Because it was Goff versus Geno. That was my quarterback matchup,
right?
But Olave and Godwin. Oh, on my DFS line?
No, up here on your cornerback wide receiver matchups that you were looking at, the Mike Clay thing, you were looking at Pastor Tan shadowing Mike Evans. So if that happens, then yes, Godwin is going to have a
Godwin's going to have a day, and it works also with the Saints versus the Eagles in this matchup. All right, you have Chris Olave. He's probably going to get Darius Slay for the most part. All right, and it looks like he's the 1B wide receiver in this game or on this team when they go down the field. So when they do that, that leaves Quinyon Mitchell, the rookie, on Rashid Shaheed.
Mm-hmm.
And you can like both, but you can't love both in this game. And if I'm gonna shoot for a guy that's going to score points down the field, it's going to be the guy that's been doing it consecutively for the last 2 weeks. And back it up even further into last season when he showed up on the radar. All right, so as much as I like Olave, and I'm playing Olave in all of my leagues, but if I have the choice, like if this is like an absolute like sitting on the edge, like dude, kicks for Mike, my man.
Yeah.
You've been riding with us all year. Like I'm putting Olave somewhere on my roster if I have him. You want a piece of these matchups, but I think Godwin has it as the slot receiver. I think Godwin's a smash, man.
Damn, dude. I would have gone Olave off the jump here, but let's go Godwin.
I'm going back. I'm going to go back. I'm going Godwin.
Yeah.
Nice case, Chef.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
I like that.
That's why we do this. That's why we tilt
that's
our
faces off
every
Sunday.
Mike,
thank you. It is
Kicks from Mike, that's a
10-17. We're
great
tilting
one,
all
dude.
over the place.
You better open up a flex. If you have a running back in your flex spot,
Dude,
deciding
yeah.
over one of those guys as a wide receiver,
Yeah.
you better switch it up.
Put
Yeah, let's
both
see
of
if we
them
can
in.
move some things around.
Shahid's gonna be good. Olave's gonna be good. I like
Bring
the
it
matchup
back
for
with
everyone.
another tilt. I want to see who
Mhm.
you're flexing on that, Mike.
Same. All right, Eric Brewer here. Good morning. He's got Purdy or Fields, and then between Swift and Najee and Akers, we have to start 1.5 point PPR. Swift, Najee, Akers. Swift, not.
I mean, I would play Najee. I'm staying away from Swift. You can't trust him. That offense is not clicking yet, and there's holes in it. Akers, it would be a one-off. I don't know if you can count on that. And Najee's been doing pretty well, and he has a decent matchup.
Minnesota plays good defense too. I'm scared of Akers a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'll go with you with Najee.
Swan,
Yeah,
what do
Bears
you think
offensive
about that?
line. Bears offensive line sucks. Indy's rush D isn't great.
No,
So-
it's not good at all. Actually,
It's it's not good, but I think the safe play here is Najee. He's been okay.
serviceable at this point. Look, guys, all we're looking for right now is serviceable, right? You're looking for some kind of production opportunity, really, is what we're looking for. And Najee has the best opportunity out of those, I guess. But it's grim there. But I'll take Najee. And then how about
and
QB?
then Purdy or Fields? Yeah,
I'm going Purdy.
Even without Debo and Kittle,
Even without Debo and Kittle, I think
the Rams are that bad.
the Rams are terrible. They're almost last in the league up against fantasy quarterbacks thus far. And look for it to be the same. I know San Fran's going to run the ball, but they also play a lot of RPO. I do see Ayuk getting involved today, especially with Kittle being out. Juan and I talked about this pre-show about who we think is going to score for San Francisco.
Yeah,
myself saying Juwan Jennings is going to pick it up on a fantasy level.
Real dark. Jacob Cowing
and Juan went Jacob Cowing.
Whoa.
For a deep bomb, which it could very well happen today. We're gonna look for somebody else. Maybe Juice gets involved again. That's always a possibility. But I think Purdy is just a safer play here. Fields going up against LA Chargers defense. And Bosa, Perryman,
listen, that's old school smash.
Come on, man.
If that game's 17-13, I'm shocked. Like if somebody scores 20 points, I'm gonna be completely shocked.
Looking at a fumble somewhere along the lines from Justin Fields when he scrambles in the backfield when he's not supposed to, and he gets sacked, strip sacked, and
he's been safe with the ball. He's been okay, but we'll see. This is a nice little
this game's gonna be a wake-up call for Justin Fields.
Feels like a playoff game. Both teams are 2-0.
A
lot of the games
very well
like
could see these
games.
two teams right now
good
in
head
the
coaches,
Super Bowl,
like
the way things are going around the league. So it's crazy.
I might be tilting back here and playing Akers over Najee.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I might be doing that. I don't like how there's Jalen Warren is still a factor, and I don't think Najee has been playing, even though we said he's serviceable. I don't think serviceable is enough compared to Cam, who's just going. It's just Cam, and that's it.
Yeah. There's no Damian Pierce and no Joe Mixon. It's obviously it's
Dario Gubawale is there.
I was going to say Gubawale is there,
but he did get carries because I think Akers fumbled last week.
He did.
Is that what happened?
He lost it too.
So if Akers fumbles again, it's going to be Dario the rest of the game.
Yeah, that does hurt.
It does hurt, but if he doesn't
afraid
fumble,
of that.
I think he's going to have a better. I think he might
first
volume
crack
his
at it
way
at least.
to a better. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if any of those running backs outscored the others because Swift has a great matchup. He just hasn't shown that he's going to take advantage of it, and their O-line hasn't been playing great. And like the chef said, their offense isn't in sync. But I just think Najee gets the most opportunity. I just feel like he has the best chance to do it. Akers, I don't love the matchup against Minnesota, and if the chef is saying that Dario Gubawale was getting carries and Akers fumbled, it doesn't take much for him to not get the ball the rest of that game. So I like Najee. I'm going to stick with Najee and Purdy.
I think Najee's a safe bet.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to lean back a little on Akers for right now, but we'll move on to TS. We got a sit one here. TS, what's going on? Tilt squad. Sit one. Connor, Pollard, Evans. Leaning Evans due to the matchup, and they may not need to throw much.
Shout out to the Tilt squad. You guys, that's why you win championships. You already know most of the answers to your questions. You rank the guys in the order that you're supposed to, and you make great analysis. And that's why you guys are all champs, bro. TS, right on the head. Dude.
TS.
Yeah.
Means Tilt squad.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, so we're gonna sit one here. As
So
in,
we're sitting Evans. Yeah, TS hit it right on the head. Like that was perfect analysis by him. Like he answered his own question. Pat Surtain's the truth.
Yeah. And he's going to get shadowed. And
Yeah.
I think Evans could wind up beating him 1 or 2 times. Like we've seen Surtain, like
He's top 5 as far as guys that erase people. Like
maybe
Snead,
top 3.
Yeah, Snead, Sauce, Christian Gonzalez, and him. Like I don't even know who I put in that conversation because Gonzalez is coming. That kid Christian Gonzalez from the Patriots is coming. He's one of those. And Jalen Ramsey still does his thing down in Miami. So, but Surtain is one of those guys, and Evans struggles against those guys. When Marshawn Lattimore was at the peak of his powers, he would shut Evans down.
Yeah, I'm playing Connor. I mean, I would play Pollard.
You
no
like
matter
Pollard
what.
today? This week,
I like
anyway.
Pollard.
I like
this
Pollard
week.
today. I
I'm
find
not a
it
big
hard.
Pollard fan, but I like.
And Connors
like
just
the
gets too much
opportunity.
usage. Like he's really good, dude. And I just Evans has a horrible matchup.
Yeah, Evans just has the bad matchup this week, and if you can avoid it and fill it in with positive points, then let's do it.
Yeah.
all right, I'll go with you guys here on that one.
Yes,
That's
sir.
a hard one for me to do.
Really, I'm going with TS
I don't like
all
Connor
day.
against it. I don't like Connor. I think it's
I
hard
don't
to run
love
against
him,
the Lions. And
but
I
he's
think
better
some
than
guys
Evans.
are. I know. Well, he's all right. Okay.
Just I'm telling you, Surtain
All
is
right,
that
we're
dude.
We're gonna write that
Oh,
one down too.
good
We
for
are
you.
on the opposite side of where Swanson is sitting this week.
Yeah,
Not all.
we're
yeah. Okay.
split
No,
decisions
you're right.
all day. We haven't been
split a
unanimous
lot,
too much
which
today.
is it's Tilt Central here today.
You got to write some things down. Speaking of Tilt Central, kicks from Mike. It's firm, firing up both. He found a way to put Olave and Godwin in the lineup. Let's go. I love that. Smokey. What up, Smokey? 12-team PPR starting Montgomery at RB2. Should Smokey start Chuba or Higgins at flex? Also have Jamar Chase starting. Today you got to start Jamar Chase.
Yeah, you have to start.
You got to
Jamar
start him today.
Chase. I don't know if I want to take Higgins out the gate.
No, usually you don't. The fact that it's Monday night and he was cleared so early in the week gives me optimism, and I have him in our league of record, and I'm going to play him on Monday night. But it's out of a lack of options.
Okay.
It's not because I want to.
Would you play
But
Chuba
I don't want to
over
play
him?
Chuba. No, I don't want to either.
Yeah, you don't want to play
No,
Chuba against the Las Vegas defense. You could.
I don't.
Mm.
I'm
Different
gonna have a
game?
hard time playing any Panthers this week because it's like a lot of it's a wait and see for me how things
Hey,
are going to be
Andy
different
Dalton came
now.
out the gate firing last
That
year in that game. He
Andy
played. He had
Dalton is still a good
367.
quarterback,
Dude.
I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he had 367 in that one random game that he just showed up out.
this team could turn around. Things could turn around a little bit here for Carolina. I want to kind of
Well,
see how that plays out. I
if
don't
they
know.
so it's two big variables, and the part that's killing me with Higgins is we don't know yet with the injury. Like Chef said, you want to be cautious and you want to see how he comes
I
out the
think he
gate.
comes out and plays.
But
He practiced all week in full, right?
well, you already have Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
You're going to start two Bengal
You're
wide
shooting yourself
receivers,
in your foot
or
there.
you're going to take a
Can't
chance
do
that
that.
maybe Chuba somehow Andy Dalton fires him up the way like when a coach gets fired, a new coach comes in, and it's the guy that the defensive coach or whatever, it comes in, boom, the team plays uplifted and they win. Maybe this is the spark that they need to have a decent little game, at least enough to put up a fight, and maybe Chuba scores.
Yeah,
And I don't want to start two
Smokey-
receivers from the same
I think I'm going to start.
Is
I'm
Juwan
going back to
Jennings?
Chuba.
Is
Ooh,
Josh
okay, let's play
Downs
that game.
on your waiver
Alec
wire?
Pierce still out there.
Alec Pierce maybe there. Like there are some options that might be out there. Like Chuba Hubbard, I think his
Listen, you don't want any part of the Panthers.
you don't
It's
want any part of
disgusting.
the Panthers. Like I would be okay with. He's a drop candidate for me for Juwan Jennings right now, and I would play Juwan Jennings and run
In this-
Montgomery in your RB2. Yeah,
Michael Wilson.
I would play Juwan Jennings over Higgins this game. If
I think we
had
just got to
choice.
try to find a way to not play two Bengals receivers
No, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
in that game.
Yeah.
'Cause also, they're just going to go up. They're going to be up, right? Like at some point, like
We
game
expect
script is
the-
just going
we
to take
expect the
Chase
Bengals
and
to win.
Higgins out of it, and it's going to be the Zach Moss show for the rest of the game. At some point, game script
Yeah.
is going to make that happen. So you're hoping if you're starting Jamar Chase that you're getting a first half of football where he goes for at least 80 and 1, at least, at the very least.
I would play Jennings. I would play Naylor.
Good one.
I think I would play one of those guys. Michael Wilson, maybe even against Detroit.
Not yet.
No,
No.
Dortch is out.
If Dortch is out.
Uh-huh.
If Dortch is out, it's a big if.
If Dortch is out, but there's like we're saying, there's options out there on the waiver wire that are going to
Yeah,
be better plays. I think than
I think
Chuba
they're-
or Higgins. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even
let us
on the
know who's
opposite
out
side
there.
of the ball, I might play like Zamir White over Chuba. You know,
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Gus Edwards or
let us know
Chuba.
who's out there.
Not against the Steelers.
It
Not against the
was a
Steelers.
trap.
No.
It was a trap.
My man Zach coming
Here we
in here
go.
between Lockett, Juwan Jennings, Pitts, or Parkinson. You got to flex one here.
So we flex one out of these 4
Oh, that's pretty good.
or 3. Yeah, 4.
Yeah,
Let's look deeper into the Juwan Jennings
it's a
matchup
decent
today.
start with no Kittle.
Dude, yeah. And no Debo.
And the Rams are 31st against tight ends. I mean, they did play Trey McBride last week, and that's going to inflate that, but they're second to last against tight ends right now.
I mean,
I
does
like the
Juwan
Juwan
Jennings
Jennings
stay
play.
in the slot, Juan, or does he move around?
I think he moves outside and Cowan goes in the slot. But I don't think they
They
do
have
too much
Chris
3 wide
Conley
receiver.
too.
I don't think they go much to like 3 wide receiver sets. I think they just run the ball.
They run the ball.
I think they run the
Keep
ball.
Juwan Jennings on the outside
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
Ooh, I think Conley might be more involved than we expect.
That's a deep pull.
Damn.
That's a deep pull. That's like
Yeah,
a
that's
blast
deep.
from the past.
And
Deep
it doesn't,
pull.
and it doesn't
I don't
make
think so, man.
sense.
No.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going Pitts, you're I don't know about the tight ends. I think it might
Pitts
have
is
to be
killing
it's
us this
either
year, dude.
Lockett or Juwan Jennings. And
Yeah, and Lockett's got a terrible matchup, like you said, with Ramsey.
I don't like
but
Lockett. Yeah.
yeah, I don't like Lockett
I
against
think I start
Ramsey.
Juwan Jennings, bro.
I
He's a
think
wide
it's
receiver
Juwan
too, and you close your
Jennings.
eyes and go with it.
Yeah, in a better matchup against the Rams.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Give me that.
Believe it or not, the Chiefs are actually dead last against tight ends, but I think that's inflated from week 1's Isaiah Likely.
Yeah, Isaiah like
Shebang.
Well,
So-
Isaiah likely killed them.
Yeah.
And the tight ends
so I
haven't
think
been
that's probably
producing that
why
much.
That's
Yeah.
it's been 2 games on paper.
Pitts what
Three?
has like a
2
couple
games?
catches, couple touchdowns.
Who?
Pitts doesn't Pitts have 2
Pitts
touchdowns?
has
I think he has 1.
Is that
he
the
has
first
1.
game that he played? He had.
Yeah,
I know he.
but I
caught
don't
one
think he's got more
before.
than 3 catches in a game. Like he's not.
He
producing
got
like that.
3 for 20 last week on 4 targets.
Yeah,
His receiving line is 38.5 right now.
Huh.
It's not really.
not good. It's Juwan Jennings, man.
Yeah, it's Jennings. Cool.
Yeah.
I like it. Giuseppe, what's going on?
Except
Good
Hey,
morning.
Giuseppe.
Flex PPR
Isabella.
between Monty, J-Mo, Chuba, or Amari Cooper in PPR.
Damn. I eliminate Chuba right off the rip. Let's do that.
Eliminate Amari Cooper. I'm sorry.
No, bro,
I'm
he's
sorry, I'm not
17
gonna
targets,
wait for
5
it.
catches on the season. Like, how much more do you have to wait? How much longer do you have to wait?
I'm not falling for that.
Are
That's
you-
quicksand, man.
You
It's
love Amari
quicksand,
Cooper.
dude.
I'm so tired of
I need to
talking
get
up
him.
Amari
I
Cooper
am
on the
trying to
show.
offload him so bad in Dynasty
Well, you need
right
him to have
now.
one good game. He's dropping 2 or 3 catchable balls, and they're just missing. It's no bueno.
It's deliberately dropping footballs.
It's J-Mo.
Did you see the
It's
look
J-Mo.
in his helmet? I mean, I know he has that stone look every time.
Yeah, he's like that. He's
Amari
stoic.
Cooper's stone face. It's Monty for the floor, J-Mo for the upside.
J-Mo. 20 targets, right? 2 games, 20 targets.
Depending on what you have.
Total?
Like if you got clobbered by anybody, no one got clobbered last week. On Thursday.
Brees Hall did okay.
Brees
Braylon
Hill
Allen did okay.
You got clobbered by Brees Allen or Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, it's Monty for the floor, J-Mo
that
for
should
the
be the
ceiling
name.
for
That
me.
should be the name
Okay.
of the Jets running back.
I think Monty might get into
Brees
the end
Allen.
zone.
He might, but I'm going to start. Yeah, J-Mo, Monty.
I'll go
I think
J-Mo.
I like
J-Mo
J-Mo.
for the
His
ceiling.
usage is just off the charts right now. Like I said earlier, they're trying to force feed him the ball. And unless Jared Goff heard me, he's going to continue doing that.
Yeah, he's gonna do it.
Does that maybe take you back a little bit from the that earlier tilt between Goff and Gino?
Yeah, you coming
As
over
the
to
show
my side?
progresses a little
Coming over
bit,
to
coming
Goff?
over to our
Coming
side a
over to
bit.
Goff yet?
Not yet.
All right.
Not
It's
yet.
Not
early.
All right, we'll keep
It's
going.
We
early.
were picking
All right,
between
cool.
two
It's early.
lions. What would you want me to do?
We'll keep going. Let's go.
That's why I
It
said
has to
that.
be one
That's
of
why
those
I
two,
didn't.
though.
That's why I didn't leave Amari Cooper in there.
No, he had to go anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has to get out of here. Dane, what's going on? Good morning. We hope you had a great week as well. I
Indeed.
too
Thank you.
felt the pain from that god awful loss to the Falcons. So let's move on. Put it behind us. Short term memory. Need a flex here. Wide receiver 3: Pitts, Shakir, Jaden Reed, Gabe Davis.
Dave gave us.
Dave Davis.
Dave gave us this.
Let's see. Pitts, Shakir.
I don't want to play a Packer wide receiver.
And if you can avoid it, you avoid it.
The problem is, can we avoid it?
Um,
Gabe Davis is out here running for the love of the game routes. Like, he's just running a route that he knows he's not being targeted. You are option 4 on this route, sir. Just run as far and as hard as you can. That's what he's doing out there. Malik Willis, I don't trust. I think we have to go Pitts and Shakir. I know I hate it.
I need wide receiver 3
and a flex.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go Pitts and Shakir here for sure.
Shakir is actually a good play for me. He's the one I would definitely put in there somewhere. I'd like to.
If he didn't play so much in the slot, I would love him so much more. But he is that slot receiver.
Yeah, 100%.
I just think it's a Dalton Kincaid, Keon Coleman type game.
Keon Coleman wasn't even getting acknowledged against the Dolphins, dude.
Against the undersized Jacksonville backfield. Yeah,
I'm not scared of the Jags at all. I think Shakir's got to play.
Look at this. Ronald Darby, 5'11", 193 pounds. Keon Coleman, 6'3", 213.
I know the mismatch is there.
Yeah, my mismatch is there on the outside. They're not going to force plays. And then this is my point. They're not going to force plays in the middle of the field, especially when they just lost Evan Ingram. All right. Brenton Strange is going to be in there as a filler. Okay.
He was tight at 9 last week.
Yeah.
Listen, Shakir.
The Bills are also still figuring out their passing game. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah, it's fair to say.
A brand new situation.
I think it's a Dalton Kincaid game more so than a Khalil Shakir game
against the Dolphins. They came out Kincaid,
I can't play Jaden Reed and Gabe Davis either.
That's what I'm saying. Is by process of elimination here, we can not like any of these guys.
Yeah,
for sure.
Don't like any of them. But the one I least like, or least dislike, is Shakir.
I guess yes.
And then Pitts, because maybe he gets in the end zone.
I mean, maybe Jaden Reed, maybe.
Nah.
I don't like the
way
that
I mean, I can see it happening, but also I think it's just the first.
He would be
here.
third. The one I like the least is Gabe Davis. I like to get him the hell out of here.
Yeah, get him out of there.
He might hit a home run. You never know, because sometimes they throw the ball, but no. Yeah, get him out.
And what has Reed done lately? I mean, he had 2 targets last week. Expect them to try to run the ball against Tennessee.
It's the only option. You don't trust Malik Willis, man. Like, you got to go Shakir with Josh Allen on Monday night. Like, that's a good matchup.
Fair enough.
And then Pitts, you've got to figure that them and the Chiefs are going to both move the ball and have some kind of a productive looking game, and Pitts is going to be involved in that one. And it also has shootout potential, so maybe.
I'll bite. I'll bite.
Okay. There it is.
Bite.
Cool.
I'll agree.
Good tilt. Crooked commission. What's going on?
What's up, Crook?
Ooh, I'm going to go back up to the first one here. Hey, guys, help the commission out, would you? Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Start 3 wide receivers, 1 flex, 2 running back. Bijan, Kamara, Pollard, Jonathan Taylor, DJ Moore, JSN, Evans, Tank Bigsby, BTJ, Brian Thomas Jr. to you. PPR. So we need to.
All right. So it's definitely Kamara
and Pollard.
Or
no, JT.
Oh wow! Look at all these running backs. Dude.
Yeah, but you can flex.
Who did you draft against? Yeah. All right. So it's definitely Kamara. We want Kamara this week.
100%.
Am I right, boys?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
All right. So stamp him in as one of the RBs, and we're gonna write this down like this, so I don't forget. RB.
Put that in that little touchdown column you got over
there. Yeah. Right.
After last week.
Kept the lights on for us.
Yeah.
Literally. 3 wide receivers.
Hold on a second. 2 running backs.
You can flex.
Bijan.
Yeah.
Bijan or JT or Pollard, dude. Look, 4 amazing running backs. What? I don't know. I don't know if you can sit Bijan.
I don't think you can either. Sit Bijan. No. So let's just do. So Kamara and Bijan are in
for
now.
And then we might flex one of them, later on. Let's see.
We got Pollard. He has a great matchup against the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah,
Bijan. That's a little tougher, isn't it?
No, I don't care about that. Bijan's playing for me.
Yeah, I don't care that it's against the Chiefs. He's well, we can go down to wide receivers.
I really
here
do like Pollard. Yeah, let's do that first.
Do you want to sit Evans based on what you were talking about?
Yes,
with
sit Evans.
Okay, fine. Yeah. So we're going to sit Evans.
Hope Moore has his first good game. JSN's going to be fine.
JSN is in for me.
And then either Tank or Brian Thomas Jr.
I would say Tank over Brian Thomas Jr.
Oh, Dell, not Bigsby.
Not up again because I mean Brian Thomas is going to get Russell Douglas.
Yeah, Tank though.
It's got to be Tank Dell.
Give me Dell.
It's a tough matchup too against that's a really good Vikings defense right now. Flores is cooking.
And now
Absolutely
remember, we
cooking.
can always play. We can always flex one of these guys after we figure out the second.
Let's get the 3 wide receivers. Yeah, let's get the 3.
Yeah, so it's Tank, JSN, and more for me.
Yeah, me too.
Then we got to just figure out the flex play. Do we flex JT or do we flex Pollard?
Flex JT. For me.
I think you have to. He was 12 for 103 last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to play. Damn, crooked commish, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a hell of a squad.
Whether he did it on draft day or he made trades, it's
he's crooked,
unbelievable.
Dude.
Unbelievable.
He stole players off.
He did something, manipulated the board.
Yeah, I think it's you know what, man. If Tajay Spears doesn't play,
it still doesn't.
Crap. Watch this.
You're gonna say Pollard's better than JT?
Give me Pollard over Jonathan Taylor today. Hot take.
That is a hot take, dude. But
yeah,
no,
I'm gonna turn the air conditioning on. I'm a little hot on
I
this side.
can't.
What?
It's
what
a
caused you
bona
to?
fide.
Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Bona fide.
Brand new segment.
That's sizzling hot, dude.
Give me Pollard to have a better fantasy day than Jonathan Taylor.
Okay.
Wow.
You want to be real? Now the coffee kicked in.
You know, I'm glad I put him in the Millie Maker.
Okay.
I put Pollard in the Millie Maker because he was talking him up earlier. So, all right,
Commish, that's a great one.
Yeah, I'm going with it. I like Pollard a little bit more than JT there.
Man, that's tough.
So we're gonna throw him in the flex. All right. Over John, you're gonna sit Jonathan Taylor today. That's what we're saying.
If Tajay Spears doesn't play today, Pollard's gold.
But what if Tajay Spears does play? Does that change that hot
does
take?
That make JT?
I mean, it takes away some of Tony Pollard's carries, but either way, Tony Pollard's been averaging more fantasy points than Jonathan Taylor throughout the season.
67% of the snaps.
Pollard's got
last week alone.
Pollard's got the matchup though. If
Pollard has the matchup against Green Bay,
right? Because Taylor
doesn't. He plays against Chicago,
right? And Taylor last week was 12 for 103, so Pollard could put up similar numbers. Doesn't have to be 15, 20 carries, you know.
Yeah.
So I like your take. I really do. I don't think it matters if Tajay plays or not.
And he's averaging 4 receptions per game with
right.
Tajay Spears in the game, regardless.
Yeah, Bears run defense is all right.
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
yeah,
okay,
I'll go Pollard with you, Chef. Go ahead, throw him in the flex.
Yeah.
Man.
So it's not that hot. Damn, I used a damn
DJ
drop for nothing.
We got a lot of show left. Don't worry.
All right.
We'll get back up there. I'm gonna jump around here because the chat is blowing
at the moment.
up. I'm gonna go all the way down here to MK. What's going on? Welcome back. Sure. One flex spot here between Diggs, Aaron Jones, Jameson Williams, and then Stafford or Murray. One flex spot: Diggs, Aaron Jones, Jameson.
I don't like Stafford there in that matchup without any weapons playing against the Niners. It's just
I can't bench Kyler
for disaster. Yeah, and Kyler Murray.
Not even just that, but I just can't. Yeah, I can't bench.
Even
Murray.
though Detroit's defense is all right, like it could be a shootout.
Sure.
Yeah, Murray's easy there, but
Aaron
the flex spot
Jones.
is a little deeper. Diggs has been catching touchdowns. At least he started off that way. I mean,
it's so hard to.
But that's a tough matchup
again
against the Vikings.
Yeah, that.
But Aaron Jones, the Texans defense is coming along. I think J-Mo's the play.
I think I was leaning that too.
I think Jameson Williams is the play.
Ty Chandler last week still ate into Aaron Jones, 10 for 82. Like that's a big chunk to eat into, you know. And even though it's 61 to 35% of the snaps in favor of Aaron Jones, that's still a big chunk for Ty Chandler. Diggs, it's hard to tell with that wide receiver room, especially with a healthy Nico Collins this week. I was hoping for a little more clarity earlier in the week. Not that I ever hope for an injury, but it's just going to be
to know. Yeah, you want to know.
Just to know. But in that, I think J-Mo is the play here.
Yeah, J-Mo and Murray.
Chef?
I'll agree.
Cool. My man. Thanks, MK. Minnie Jordan.
Where Brooklyn at?
Where Brooklyn at?
Good morning. Full PPR for my mans here. Shaheed, Akers, or McLaurin. Got a bench 2. Start 1.
Shaheed.
Shaheed.
Yeah, I'm gonna start Shaheed. Yeah, I like that.
Juan, can
Okay.
you elaborate why we just like totally took Terry McLaurin out of the equation after watching him against the poor Giants defense last week live?
Yeah, I was watching the game live, and when Chef and I were chopping it up beforehand, and I got excellent view. Shout out to Adam who took us to the game. We had a blast. It was an awesome time. So we're sitting in the corner in the club level, and I had a perfect view, and I can see the wide receiver cornerback matchups like up close. And Terry McLaurin was open, and Jaden Daniels like would hesitate and not throw it to him. And then he was open, and then he wouldn't throw it to him. And that was against the Giants. Like, no offense, Chef, aren't the greatest defense in the world right
None
now.
taken right now.
Right? So
Deontay Banks is brand new.
even De'Ami Brown was kind of running around open, and Jaden Daniels was just not taking that, and he was, either taking it down and running with it, or just checking down to the running back. That was his game plan the whole time, and I think McLaurin's just wasting his time right now with a young rookie quarterback like that. He's just the same thing happened with Malik Neighbors. Like Malik Neighbors is that dude. He's him. He's open on every single play. I don't care what his matchup is. I want that kid in my lineups. Like I want him. He's open. I promise you. There was nothing like him on the field. But McLaurin's a close second as far as talent on the field that day, and he still wasn't getting any looks. And I love Shaheed for going deep. And the Eagles, sorry, Mr. Swanson, looked a little vulnerable last week. And you know what I mean? I just feel like Shaheed's the play.
I mean, you don't need to add fuel to the fire to that, but I will. Cincinnati Bengals defense, they like to play dirty. They do.
Yeah.
And McLaurin gets Cam Taylor-Britt,
who was great.
Who was gritty.
Yeah.
All right.
He had an awesome interception in that last game against the Chiefs. That one-handed Odell interception.
I think Cincinnati just takes Washington's pride right out of the game.
Yeah, they didn't look good. The only thing they looked good doing Washington last week was running. Like the running game looked good. Again, it was against the Giants, so I don't know what it's going to be like. You know what I mean? But they didn't look bad running the football. So, but I don't. McLaurin,
I think this is a great Zach Moss game. Anyway,
that could be.
I think so too. Yeah, they're going to go up, and I think it's a great.
It's definitely Shaheed.
Shaheed, yeah.
Yep, for Shaheed for sure. Manny Jordan, great till as always. Lucius, what's going on? Good morning. Got a couple here, starting with Rashad White or Cam Akers in a half PPR.
Oh man, I was dreading this question. I'm not sure about Rashad White this week, guys.
I'll play him. I'll play him over Akers. I need to see that for Akers first.
You may only see it once, and then it's gone. It's like poof.
Right, and it's against the Vikings. I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, with Patrick Surtain covering Mike Evans, I think process of elimination. I think you see Rashad White get a healthy
bump
receiving game bump. We want to talk bumps. Yeah. But other than that, I think you can run a little bit against Denver. I don't think Rashad White's the greatest runner.
No, but
he's going to get the opportunities with no one really behind him. Cam Akers.
It's a tough matchup against the Vikings, man.
Yeah,
I'm going to go with Rashad White.
Yeah. Give me a Rashad White.
I'm going to take White there too. Yeah. And then Waddle or Worthy.
WW. Worthy.
Give me Worthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me Worthy. I'm not going to trust
Thompson.
Waddle.
Skylar Thompson. Makes me sad, but Skylar Thompson.
Snoop Huntley in the second half. Bold prediction there.
Yeah, true, right?
So at some point.
Might not be that bold. Yeah. And then last one for Lucius on that 3-tip, J.K. Dobbins or Waddle. And here, this is an easy J.K. for me.
It's J.K.
Yeah, I don't love the matchup, but I will. Yeah, but I will take it over Waddle.
I'm not expecting
Waddle and Thompson. Yeah.
Do you know J.K. Dobbins is a RB5 right now in the league?
That makes
sense.
Would
be. He should be one, shouldn't he?
I thought he might be higher than that.
Is he higher than one?
Higher than 5? You mean?
5. He is RB4.
RB5. I have him RB5 in our home.
You have him 4. Oh, okay.
On sleeper, but yeah, RB5.
Yeah, RB5.
Still.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? Jim Rambo, coolest name in fantasy football.
How is he RB5, boys? He's got 130 yards in both games, and he scored in both games.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because Alvin Kamara is a thing, and
because Saquon blew it up week 1 with 3 touchdowns.
For sure.
Yeah, that's a touchdown, I guess. Wow.
Yeah, that'll do it. Jim Rambo, coolest name in fantasy football. Good morning. With Kittle out, should he start Colby Parkinson or Ben Strange? And with Higgins playing, is there any reason to play Yoshi Voss? Chef, did you have something to say?
Yeah, first off, shout out to Jim Rambo. He came through on our socials as a super fan.
Jim Rambo.
Thank you. We appreciate you, Jim Rambo. I got all kinds of Facebook notifications from
Hey,
on
by the way,
Jim Rambo.
you still have the coolest name in fantasy football.
Absolute coolest
It's just
name in
that
fantasy
TS fits the brand, and it's really cool that
Yeah,
TS has that
TS
name.
is a close second.
Yeah. Let's do
Jim
that.
Rambo's a little bit
I'm
more
not going to
natural.
insult the name Jim Rambo. Like I can't. Do it.
All right,
For
so
this
let's go
one,
with
I think it's
yeah.
man.
It's the case of somebody's got to catch the damn ball.
Do they? I think Kobe Parkinson is going to be stuck to the line. He's going to have to be.
He'll be blocking.
He'll be blocking.
I think Ben Strange is a fun. I think it's a fun start.
is okay.
He's got the talent. Sneaky John. Yep.
I mean, I put him. Didn't I put Strange on the
and it gives you
on the waiver pickup this week?
Monday Night Hope.
No, I put Eric Sobert on there.
I like a little.
That is
Monday
some good
Night
Monday
Hope.
Night Hope. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
3 for 65 last week. Let's go.
After he came in, right? He's
great. That's a great spot start.
For what? Ben Strange?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then speaking of just Monday night with Higgins playing, is there any reason to play Yoshivas? I would say no.
No.
But also a good stash to hold on to.
Yoshivas was questionable earlier in the week.
I think he's good.
He's good to play now, yeah. But he was a little chipped up.
Yeah.
He'd be a deep flex if there was no Higgins. But no reason to play him this week, I don't think.
No.
I'm gonna jump back around up and down to I saw Sarah Riley. There it is. Sarah Riley, welcome back. Good morning.
Welcome back, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
PPR, as always, need wide receiver and a flex between Pittman, Dell, Jaden Reed, Akers, and Harris. She is starting Olave, Kamara, and Bijan.
She would have an awesome team, right? Every year.
Always.
Every year.
Need a wide receiver and a flex for half.
Well, I'm definitely playing Dell.
I'll play Dell, even though it's hard to pick apart that room still.
Pittman's killing me.
And then for me, it's Najee or Akers again.
I'm still gonna go Akers over Harris. I know it's not the greatest matchup, but
that's my reasoning.
Neither one's great.
I'm gonna stick to my guns and say Najee Harris.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the chef.
I'm not changing my tilt on that. I
don't like Akers at all. I don't know if we could tell by now. I'm not.
Yeah, you're not on the Akers tip. I used to roster Akers everywhere.
Oh, I like Akers, and then on that offense, the way Joe Mixon ran the ball in week 1, like you would think that at some point that offense is going to be clicking. I just don't like the matchup against the Vikings, and
I'd rather just have a healthy floor in my flex.
Yes,
with Harris, it's a half point PPR. You know, you're not really worried about the reception so much. You're worried about the usage.
Oh, it's half. That might change. That might
doesn't matter regardless. Like, Harris,
it doesn't really matter.
I like Harris better than Akers.
I just don't like
there more.
I don't like the timeshare.
I know Jalen Warren is
Jalen Warren's back.
I know that Mr. Swanson's concerned with Jalen Warren. I
45% to 48%. Jalen Warren actually out-snapped. It's a full split. Like he actually out-snapped Najee last week.
Yeah.
So just for that reason alone, I'm just gonna take the volume start for Akers. Just that.
So all right, over the wide receivers, would you start either running back over any of those 3 wide receivers?
I don't want Pittman's been killing me. I mean, do you want to start Pittman?
No.
Right.
I mean, I want to
start,
but I can't.
Right. I mean,
damn it.
Dell's just an upside play. And then
Dell's an upside play for sure. Jaden Reed has the talent.
Yeah, but it's Malik Willis.
That's Malik Willis. Who caught the touch? Was it Wicks last week?
Yeah, it was Wicks.
Yeah. Reed had.
You would think that in order for them to succeed, it would have to be Reed. Yeah. But also, that was the Colts, right? Was Kenny Moore playing? Ken Moore, the great slot corner from the Colts, he was probably playing, and that's probably why Reed didn't have the production that you see him normally have.
No, Reed just wasn't on the field as much, I don't think.
58%. 51%. No, Reed was on the field 56% of the snaps. He wasn't playing that much.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
The
Titans are a good defense.
They are.
Quarterbacks and wide receivers. So I kind of take Reed out of that equation too.
Let's do that.
For me, it's still Dell and Akers.
All right. Dell and Harris for me. Dell Harris, former coach of the Dallas Mavericks.
There you go. Nice.
Oh, man, I'm thinking about this Najee Akers.
We will come back to
that.
I'm not going back to it. I'll go back to it. I'm saying I'm not going to.
Tilts will come back around to this. In the meantime, are you okay with us moving on, Chef?
Yeah.
Dell and Harris for now.
Cool.
Yeah.
Dell and Harris for now.
All right, let's go on down to my man's Richard here. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. Between Tyreek, Mike Evans, Zay Flowers, and DK, we have to start 2 in PPR. It's Deke and Reek.
My, Deacon Reek.
Deke and Reek.
Is it?
I don't know.
Is
hold
it?
on. Hold on.
Hang on.
Can't
Yeah.
bench Tyreek. You can't bench Tyreek Hill.
No,
don't
yeah,
care.
doesn't matter if I'm playing
You
quarterback.
just can't do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it soon.
You already talked about Mike Evans. So you want to talk about Zay Flowers over?
I want to see a little bit more into Zay Flowers because he has a great matchup.
Zay over DK.
I'm
Might
not going
be.
Zay over DK.
Jalen Ramsey's gonna be on DK, right? He should be on him. That should be his cover.
He might be. He might be on JSN.
No,
after-
he's on Tyler Lockett. We already
Oh yeah, we
established
said that earlier.
He gets Kendall
But he moves
Fuller.
a lot, doesn't he? He's been moving this year. They've been letting him move free, and they've been letting him shadow
true.
people.
He played.
That's the reason Keon Coleman didn't have a good game.
Metcalf plays on the perimeter mainly.
All day, yeah.
Like 86% of the time he's on the perimeter.
I'm just saying they might switch him. They might see what you see and be like, Kendall Fuller, that's the problem. We're not going to do that.
I mean,
And they might put Ramsey on him. If we're going to have any chance to win, I put Jalen Ramsey on him shadow all day. Just take him out of the equation.
I think DK can beat Jalen Ramsey. I
mean,
just
maybe.
think I'm just looking at the other options.
He used to eat him alive when he was
Give
on
me
the Rams.
DK. I'll
Used
flow
to.
with you guys. Zay Flowers is going to be a little bit more of a stretch to have a boom game, but I still think he has a great matchup against Dallas. I just think that with the tight ends, you're playing Mark Andrews. They're literally playing Mark Andrews as a slot wide receiver.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, they
likely they're both running those
Yeah,
type of routes.
and then putting Zay Flowers on the outside, and he's not going to get Trayvon Diggs as much.
Even if he did, he can cook them.
Deron Bland is still out, so
Diggs
they're
is a
playing. They're
gambler.
playing against Kalen Carson. So
Tyreek and Zay Flowers? Can we do that?
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with it. I think we're splitting hairs more than we think between Zay Flowers and DK, and I respect the decision either way. And I would tilt either way. I wouldn't want to take Tyreek out, but can you? Like, that's the
No.
big question.
I just don't think you can. It's like the Bijan thing earlier. I was so quick with it. It's still week 3. I'm not ready to give up on my guys I drafted in the first
It's not
round.
like you're giving up on them,
But yeah, you're benching
like
them.
you're benching them because the quarterback situation really stinks.
Well, Tyreek's one of
it
those
is.
guys, though, that for a quarterback that's coming in, you need to trust that when you
Super
throw the
targeted,
football, you can give it to
hyper-targeted.
someone
Hyper
who's
targeted,
going
very
to
involved.
Yeah.
All that jet sweep stuff, all that little toss.
And I get it.
Stuff.
But look at the last 2 weeks. How did Miami almost lose in week 1 and lost in week 2? What did they do? They took that Tyreek out of the game.
Yeah.
They hyper covered him. All right. They're playing smarter football now. It's a copycat league.
Chef, it's Tyreek Hill. Week 1, he
They
went
can't
over 100. He had an
stop him.
80-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
You can't,
Can't
he's
over-
one touch
can't-
away every week from
Okay.
changing your team.
All right. So back to the Zay Flowers DK thing then. We're splitting hairs. I like DK is safe, and I'll flow with DK. I'm not gonna take him
I'll
out.
go Zay.
But I would like I am
I think Ramsey covers DK despite what the
what the matchup says.
what it says, yeah, because it's a percentage thing,
It's
and
a
I think he does
percentage
it
thing.
as
It's
much as
not
possible.
100%.
Yeah, I think Ramsey covers him more than he doesn't, and he takes him away like he used to when he was on the Rams. He used to take DK away. He used to frustrate the crap out of us because we wanted to start DK every week, and then he'd go to and play against the Rams, and Ramsey would shut him down, and he'd have 2 catches.
Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore.
It is 2 years
10
ago.
All right, so give me
50.
the young Zay Flowers.
So give me Zay.
Give me the Zay Bloomin' Flowers.
Did we
Tyreek
just
and
go
Zay.
back?
I went
We're gonna
Tyreek
go.
Zay.
You want
Tyreek and Zay.
Yeah.
Tyreek and Zay. Give me Tyreek and Zay. Can't go
Okay.
wrong either way. But give me Tyreek and Zay.
All right.
Have yourself a day.
Richard Ahmad coming in here with a good one, boy.
Jeez. All right. Great tilt. I mean, you're right. It's going to be
Yeah,
really close.
I'll
either
take
way.
Zay over
I'm gonna-
DK is what I'm saying.
Okay.
And Evans
All
is
right,
definitely at the
all right.
bottom of that list.
All right. I'll do it. Yo, Tilt Squad. It is just about 11 o'clock. There are a ton of tilts in the
Oh,
chat
can we have a
right
little
now.
fun,
Like
a
a
little speed
lot.
round fun?
Like,
yeah,
you want to do
let's
like
go.
a speed round? I'm going to go
Let's
up.
do it.
Skip
We've
around a little
kind of
bit. I'm gonna
established
go
some
up
of
to the
our
top
rankings
here.
and where we are. Let's do it.
Little bit. I think it's a good start. So I'm going to go back up to the ones that I just kind of bounced around with another one from Giuseppe up here between Lab McConkey, Romeo Dobbs, or Josh Downs, or drop downs for Whittington and a half-point PPR.
Wow, that's gross. Give me Downs.
Let's see.
No, I don't want Downs.
You don't want down.
No, I don't want Downs.
Josh Downs is out.
Yeah.
Is he not?
Yeah,
No, I think he's coming back this week.
I know he's
wasn't he?
playing.
Josh
Okay,
Downs is playing.
Yeah.
he's playing.
Um,
All right.
The Dobbs again with Malik Willis. McConkey's got a terrible matchup against the Steelers. And
You're
Whittington's
really
got a
just
terrible
hoping
matchup
for
too. He's going to play the Niners. Like that's
Yeah.
no bueno.
yeah, it's an ugly situation.
The kid Whittington didn't look bad, and if they run the offense the way they're supposed to, he will have opportunities. Just that the Niners are so damn good.
It's a
Fred
half
Warner
point
is all over
PPR.
the
Who
place.
out of these guys scores? If you had
Josh
to pick
Downs.
one.
Yeah, right?
Josh Downs on a long bomb.
That's it. That's the hope. It could be him. It could be Alec Pierce. It could be AD Mitchell, but they will
it's
launch it a
half
couple
point
times.
PPR, and Alec Pierce was catching those post routes because Josh Downs was injured.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think Josh Downs has the highest
Woof.
case to score.
We should have a grossest tilt of
Yeah,
the week.
this is disgusting.
We should have that one. Chef's going to tell you to go pick up Juwan Jennings.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about that, but Josh Downs is right next to him on my waiver clip at 33% rostership and sleeper. So yeah, give me Josh Downs, I guess.
If it was full, would you go lad?
Jeez.
No,
Okay.
no, because I just don't know. Like Justin Herbert's questionable. Like that's a bad situation too.
Oh, that might be an Easton stick there. What time is that game?
It's a 1 o'clock game, I believe.
Did you see that Ladidi McConaughey?
I saw that. Yeah, that's funny.
Ladidi McConaughey.
Ladede McConaughey. Yeah.
Ladede. Yeah, it was Ladede.
Ladede?
Ladede.
I did
Mhm.
not see that. I don't know what you're referring
Yeah, it was
to.
Key and Peele. They did like a
Key
Key
and
and
Peele.
Peele mini skit thing for Led. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
All right,
that's a 1 o'clock game in up against
yeah,
Pittsburgh. I don't like
That might be a stick day. I don't like that either. Javonte Williams, P. Reiner, Dowdle for Giuseppe 2.5 point PPR. Oh man.
Give me P. Ryan.
Yeah, I was leaning that way.
Yeah, give me P. Ryan.
Really?
I
Yeah.
mean, just because we
Passing,
don't know.
we don't know what's going to happen there. We don't know about Steele. We don't know about if Hunt's going to get called up from the practice squad. I think it's P. Ryan for this week.
P. Ryan scored one touchdown all last year.
Give me Javonte Williams. I think Tampa gives it away on the
Oh,
ground.
Vita Vea's not playing
Is
either.
Vita Vea? I'm
Nope.
just gonna.
Nope.
He's not playing.
Give me
No,
Javonte.
and neither is Antoine
Give me
Winfield.
Javonte. Cool.
Neither is
Give me
Antoine
Javonte.
Winfield, and I think
That's what I was waiting
Diaby. I think Diaby, the end is injured too. I think they have 3 injuries on defense.
Give me
That's what
Javonte.
I was waiting for. Was the Vita? Yep.
Yeah.
This is
Good
why
call,
we're
Chef.
here.
Good
Thank
call.
you.
Yeah, let's
Good
get
call,
out of
boys.
that. I don't want to put my chips in on P. Ryan
no,
or
no,
Carson Steele
No.
unless I have to. And Rico Dowdle, I do think I see more coverage on him, but the Baltimore
They're
front
thirsty, bro.
is
That
not
team
a,
needs
it's
to win,
not a
dude.
team that
0-2
you want to
Baltimore
run against.
That's pretty. No, leave it alone.
So yeah.
Let's go, Javonte.
All right. Let's go, Javonte. Giuseppe with his last one here on the run. Ferguson or Likely.
Ooh, same game matchup.
Listen,
Ferguson was
another playoff
questionable all week, and then he wound up
he's
being
active.
healthy.
He's good.
He's active.
Normally, I would say Kyle Hamilton's a beast, but Brock Bowers ate him alive last week. Like he tore him up last week. That was
Minshew took apart Baltimore also. Like
yeah, in general. But Kyle Hamilton was on
general.
Brock Bowers a lot, and he was beating pretty bad. So I don't hate the matchup for Ferguson, but
I like.
Good matchup for Ferguson.
yeah.
One of the best of the week.
Well, because of the numbers that were put up by Bowers, but is he
oh
Brock
yeah,
Bowers?
that's true. He's
You
not.
know,
Yeah,
because
Brock
Kelsey didn't
Bowers.
do anything.
inflated
Week
from
1,
Bowers,
Kelsey didn't
for
do
sure.
anything against
Nope.
the Ravens.
So it's
All right,
basically
so
the
break
Ravens are
down the
giving up
game real
13 points.
fast. I'm sorry, Swanson. Go ahead, finish.
No good. I was going to
Uh,
say the Ravens are giving up 13 points a game to the tight end position, but that's inflated because of Bowers.
9
because
for
they
98 or
actually
whatever he
did-
had.
right,
Yeah, he had an
so-
awesome game. But Kelsey didn't do anything. In week 1, Kyle Hamilton was
sure.
on primarily on Travis Kelsey, and he shut him down.
All
But
right.
then in week 2, Brock Bowers ate him up. Either Brock Bowers is that good or the game plan, whatever. So I don't hate the matchup. I think it can be possible for Ferguson to find seams in the defense. But does he have more opportunity than Likely is the problem. Likely's been on the field. He had a great week 1.
Yeah, snap share is going down though as Mark
It
Andrews
gets
gets
healthier,
amped up.
yeah.
And I
Starting to-
People
listen to a
forget he
lot
was
of
in a car
people
accident.
that Mark Andrews is going to have a bank game this week, which lowers Likely's output. But I mean, that's all algorithm. If you think about it, it's opportunity, coin flip kind of situation.
I think I lean Ferguson by a smidge, bro.
Give me Ferguson as a safe play.
Yeah.
I think Ferguson's a safer play. I think Isaiah Likely has a little bit more upside.
He could because of what we saw when we won. But
yeah,
again,
because
like,
I mean, they'll
now,
look
like you
for
said,
him. They'll
ramping
run
up.
2 tight end sets
They are.
near the goal line. They're not afraid to do
Well,
that.
that's how you want to play against the Cowboys anyway, because they're a fast defense, but they're not a stout defense, and they don't give up. They're going to give up a ton
I
of
mean,
running
they have
yards.
Derrick Henry on the end inside the goal line.
Henry's
5
gonna have a
yards, red
game.
zone, whatever.
Yeah,
And
He's
I
having
think
a
Henry's
game.
going to
That's
have a
what
game today.
anytime.
yeah,
That's
so I
anytime.
mean, they can always leak out the tight end to the side.
So there's possibility for both of them to score
Yeah.
and all that. Yeah, but I think
I think
Ferguson's slightly.
safer.
Yes, a little safer.
He's
a
going to
little-
get
All right, cool.
his 5
Let's do it.
targets. He may get 3 to 4 receptions.
He out targets him.
He doesn't get too many
do it.
yards, but yeah.
I think
It's
he out
PPR.
targets
Cool.
likely.
All right, we're moving on. We got a
Yes, sir.
lot to get to. Yo, Tilt Squad, everybody in the chat, we're coming to you.
We will get to
Thank you
every
for your
single one of
patience,
your
I
tilts.
promise. Yo, you guys are the best. Zach, Jalen Naylor, Dobbs, Christian Kirk, Eckler, Flex. Huh.
Gross. I saw Eckler run a kickback for a touchdown and then get called back live. That was electric. He still got wheels.
Jalen Naylor
Still
was
got
on
wheels?
He still got wheels. But that was a
93%
kick
of the
return.
time.
I'm not saying his opportunity wasn't great. I didn't love.
Give me Naylor.
Give me Naylor here. It was on
Yeah,
the field
let's go Naylor.
93% of the snaps last week. I
Yeah.
kind of like what I'm seeing from
Yeah, there's
him,
no
and-
Addison. Let him play.
And he
Yeah.
scored. There's no Addison.
Yeah.
Chef
It's
doesn't
Naylor.
love Christian Kirk. Let's move that.
No,
I like that.
No, I don't.
Good one, Zach.
No, I don't.
What up, bud?
Hollywood.
Hollywood. There it is. Christian Kirk will not score. What was it? Was it 10?
Christian Kirk will not
touchdowns in
score
the
2
season or
touchdowns in a
2
game
in the same game?
all year. Yeah.
That's what it was. That's what it was. Word. Chad Anderson, what's going on? Here we go. Here's a big
Welcome
one
back.
here. PPR
Superflex.
League. We have to make up for Ramondre's horrible game Thursday night, for real. P. Ryan, Akers, D Hop, Curtis Samuels, Hubbard, Madison, Charbonnet. We have to pick 3 to flex.
Pirine, Akers, Charbonnet. Final answer.
Yeah.
P. Ryan, Akers, Charbonnet. Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
I'm on
yes.
that too. Yep.
That was good, Chef.
Cool.
You just
Good
broke
work.
that down quick. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We
We're
could
going
go
to
into
a little bit.
Yeah, D Hop's dead. Hubbard stinks. Yeah.
Well, we've talked
Let's
about
go.
Hubbard already this morning.
Yeah.
D Hop, I like as a low end flex play, but not enough over Akers. Pirine,
PPR.
it's going to be a PPR machine
Let's go.
until established by Carson Strong. So yeah, it's Pirine, Akers, Charbonnet. Lock it in.
Cool. I
Yeah.
like it. Let's go. Adam Rush, welcome back. What's going on?
What's up, Adam?
I'm going to
Welcome
jump
back,
down to
welcome back.
Adam's if he's got one down here. I think I saw it scrolling, looking, or maybe not. It's just saying what's up.
Welcome
saying
back.
what's up.
Welcome back.
Oh,
Adam.
what's going on? Big Greens. What's up?
Big Greens.
Greens had a tilt.
Oh,
Big Greens had a tilt. One for the
Bet you it's Saint
Superflex
related.
here. Yes, sir. Between Andrew.
not one.
No,
thing in
wow,
this-
no Saints, huh?
One for the Superflex, Andrews, Pitts, Bowers, Hubbard, or Fields in full
Oh.
PPR.
I was gonna jump on Bowers real quick, but
then there's a quarterback in there.
super flex
That's the
Depending
thing.
on your scoring,
and a quarterback who runs the ball.
but it is against
And it-
LA.
Yeah,
That's
against the
the-
Chargers. I might go Bowers, dude.
I think I'm going to
I
go
think I
Bowers.
might also.
Like
I
he
know
had a
that
good game
sounds-
last week, but he could have like even better game
Yeah.
this week. The matchup fits, and he's on a roll right now. I think I go
It's
Bowers,
really,
man.
it's really
It-
hard to
It's
start.
between Bowers and Fields.
Yeah. Without a doubt. And Andrews would be my third.
But who is your starting tight end then?
Yeah.
Greens.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
who is
You might
in
have
your tight end
Laporta in
spot?
there.
Yeah,
It's Big Greens.
Hold on. Pick 2 running backs in the flex also between Gibbs, Bijan, ETN, Charbonnet, and Scary Terry.
I think you have them
Start
listed
three.
out the first
1,
three.
2, 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
First
Yeah,
three Gibbs, Bijan,
Yeah, I'd be interested
ETN.
to see who his tight end is. If it's not, it could be McBride, it could be Laporta, could be old school and have Kelsey. I don't know.
Could be a
Yeah,
keeper
you could have McBride.
league.
Yeah.
Superflex could be Dynasty.
McBride and Bowers usually
Mhm.
it did happen. You
Yeah.
didn't have to, but if you
If you
wanted to
could
like take
run
it
it out.
out, yeah.
I mean, you're really just you have a tight end and a weekly flex at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I did.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
All right, so we have this in order right here.
Good strategy, Big Greens.
Dislocating his elbow over here,
That's
patting
crazy.
himself on the
That's
back.
crazy. Who would have thought Mark Andrews and Brock Bowers on the same team? Who do you play?
Both.
Both of them every week.
We got to get to this one probably in a more timely fashion for Zach. It's not really a fantasy tilt, more of an in real life tilt. Does he bang the call out line and join the fellas for some football, or does he suck it up and go to work?
Bro,
Life is
I'm
short.
gonna have all the FOMO in the world because I have a softball game to go to after this, and I gotta go
I'll be
do
there.
some running around. But I wish I could
I'll
be
be
here. So if you can be here and it's not gonna hurt you in any way, man, I
It's going to
promise
be
the
a
food's
fun
gonna live
day,
up to its
Zach.
billing,
The
bro.
food is definitely going to be good.
Chef is cooking, dog. That's all I gotta say.
The chef is going to be cooking right after the show. However, I am a big
Go to work
follower
guy.
of work ethic
Yeah.
and loyalty to my job and my profession. So in that case, go to work. There will be more.
He's a boss. I gotta be the devil on the other side. He's a supervisor. It's like, yo, I'm in charge.
Life
Oh,
is
he's a
short.
supervisor?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, you
Yeah.
can pull
You know
your
what I mean?
card, dude.
Yeah, you can bring the call out line. Hopefully, no one at work is listening to the show that would be
No.
They'll be all right.
feel me. Like, yeah, they'll be all right. I'll see
I'll
you
be
at
like, man,
James.
my back
See you
hurts.
over at
Someone
Chef.
will call security.
I could come
Mhm.
sit at the chef's house with a bad back.
My
Hey,
man,
Joe.
my
Joe
man,
Martucci.
Joe. This has
Yes,
been
sir.
Joe has been one of my favorite followers. I'm such a weather
Yes,
nerd.
sir.
He's been one of my favorite followers on Twitter this whole summer with all the weather we had, like in
Yeah.
July.
I almost
and
reached out
everything.
to him this week for a weather report,
love
but
this
I
guy.
do my due diligence before I do so.
I like
Mhm.
it.
If it's only like a 10% chance, I think there was only one game, and I did write it down, of course. It was the Buffalo game on Monday. It's supposed to rain all day in Buffalo, but clearing before game time, so I did not bother the ultimate meteorologist, Martucci.
Martucci. Yo, I want to give Mr. Swanson a cosign right here, a bona fide. Mr. Swanson, every time there's a storm, every time there's a little bit of lightning or I hear some thunder and I go outside and see it, I think of Mr. Swanson because he
Aw,
loves
man.
nothing more than to sit outside
love
and
that.
watch the
Thank you.
storms pass by.
Oh, me too.
And I
You
always
know
think
me,
of him.
Next time there's a good
Yeah,
one.
we've
Mhm.
seen a couple good ones together, and I know that he appreciates. We've golfed through one of the craziest storms ever,
Oh
and
my
actually
God.
played a
Wild.
great back nine in the pouring rain, dude,
In
soaking
the
wet.
pouring
And it was
lightning,
absolutely
fire,
awesome.
and brimstone. I can't believe they didn't blow the
They
horn
should have
on us.
taken us off the
I'm not.
course.
I don't want to
yes.
name the golf course because they probably
don't,
probably
no,
get in
no.
trouble. Not going to do that.
But it was
listen,
awesome.
Joe has always helped us out when it comes to
Yes,
you know,
sir.
weather and for Jersey and everything. So let's help him. He's going
Let's
to buy
get
him
it.
this week in a PPR league. So with one flex, should he flex Spears, Madison, Pierce, or D Hop?
Wow.
That is tough. I would
Tough
go with the
sledding.
home run here for Alec Pierce.
Pierce home run again. Home run ball.
Even with Josh
mean,
Downs playing?
Yeah, home run ball. Somebody's gonna catch one. It
Familiarity.
could be AD Mitchell. Could be anybody. But they do seem to have the timing, and they do seem to have a connection where AD Mitchell
There's
and
something there,
Richardson look
right?
off.
There's something there with Pierce.
Mhm.
What about Madison? No?
I don't know.
You're right. He did play 22% of the snaps last week.
22%.
4 opportunities on the ground for 1 yard,
No,
and he did score. That's a vulture touchdown.
I guess,
Alec Pierce.
yeah. It's either Alec Pierce or D Hop, really.
the ghost of D Hop's knees.
Yeah.
Alec
man.
Pierce.
Yeah, it's Pierce.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's Pierce. Cool.
get him,
Good
Joe.
deal, Joe. Yeah, go get
Go
him
for a home
Thanks for
run.
coming in.
It's
I
Pierce.
might put
Go
him in a
get-
low
go
touchdown
get
parlay.
that, yeah.
Him and Jacob Cowing.
There you
That's
go.
got to be plus a lot of something.
All right, I'm gonna jump around here a little bit. I'm gonna go to All in One Show. What's up? Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Let's do it. Pollard or Waddle at
Pollard.
the flex.
Chef.
1, 2, 3.
Smash
Pollard.
it, Pollard.
Chef's guy Pollard.
Yep. And then I think Show had one more up here too. Yeah, Burrow or Richardson this week. And then I want to go back to Big
Ooh.
Greens.
It's Burrow.
Yeah.
This
He's
week
always
it
a
is.
late bloomer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
He
this week
He
is
got
going to be
Higgins back. We're getting the band back together. Yeah, I feel like they might
Yeah.
start rolling.
Yeah, it's going to start
Mhm.
rolling. They're going to get Zach Moss involved. Yeah, everything's going to be good in Cincinnati this week.
Starting to get better.
Richardson, you're going to start seeing your question marks more and more. He is reckless.
Spot starter though,
he
and a
is.
home run hitter.
He's a home run hitter.
Just not
He
against-
usually can get into
Yeah.
the end zone. I don't like him against Chicago
no,
though.
that's a good defense there.
Yeah.
For sure.
So give
Cool.
me Burrow.
Like it. And Greens, by the way, when we were talking about that particular league, ended up being they replaced the tight end spot with an O-line spot.
Ooh, interesting.
So that
Wow.
got super interesting, right?
Hey,
I'd
so
like to know that
was gonna say,
scoring.
I'd like to know who you got. Who's your guy?
What is that, like an all 22 kind
You got
of?
Panay Sewell up there? What are you doing? What, pancakes?
pretty
We
cool.
counting
I like
Quentin
that.
Nelson pancakes?
that's a fun little league right there.
Give me Myalata. I met the man. He's a giant.
Simon Kubiak, what's going on? Welcome in. Huh. Man, JT or Josh Jacobs. Full PPR.
Ooh. All right, so that's a good
I'm
one.
going
JT.
Jacobs. No. No. Is it because it's full PPR?
No, it's because it's Sweat and Simmons.
Yeah.
Really?
Because the Titans defense is real. Yeah.
I mean, Titans last week they played the Jets. Hall had a good game, a decent enough game. Josh Jacobs is the game plan right now. He has 43% of the
that's
entire
true.
It's
team's
Jacobs.
workload.
Yeah, he's the whole
It's
offense.
43%.
It's Jacobs.
It's the whole offense. It's Jacobs.
It's Jacobs. He's on the field more
There it
or
is.
pretty much the same amount of time as Jonathan Taylor has been.
Yeah.
He's averaging more rushing yards per game, more attempts per game, same amount of receptions on almost the same amount of targets. But they're also averaging the same amount of fantasy points per game.
Matchups make fights.
Right. And Chicago's ground defense is actually pretty decent. Tennessee, they're
great
ranked
against
number 20,
quarterbacks and wide
22
receivers.
right now.
Yeah, they're running back
So
not
give
so
me
much.
Jacobs because he is the full game plan.
All right. I'll tilt with you guys. I'll go Jacobs
Sure.
over Taylor. I
I'm
have
gonna
that
jump back
decision to
up.
make in one of my lineups.
It's a
So
great tilt.
you might have just made that one for me.
Should have hit the button on that one.
Yeah, that was a great tilt. I just want to go
Shoulda,
back
coulda,
and
woulda.
thank Simon again for that one.
Thank you, Simon.
Thank
I
you,
think Simon is it Simon new?
Simon
Is that a new?
Kubiak. Yeah, seems that
A new
way.
face? Let's go. If you like what
Yeah.
you heard,
Yo, I
like
wonder
and
if he's
subscribe.
related
We'll
to
see you next
the
week.
star offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak
I was just about to say
for the
that.
Saints.
Could be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gary's
Maybe.
son.
Probably.
Maybe
That's dope.
Could
Kind of
be.
looks like
We've
Gary
had
Kubiak.
some celebrities in the chat recently. I saw fantasy receipts on here last week. By the way, greatest
Shout
follow
out.
on Twitter next to Joe
Yeah, dude.
Martucci. Whoa, I hope I get something wrong if fantasy receipts pulls it up because I will own that. People
Yeah.
get so butthurt. It's so funny
I'll
It's
be
so
to watch
funny.
these people
It's
lose their minds.
It's a great follow on Twitter.
Oh, it's such a great follow because you don't know who it is. It's just
Everybody's wrong and everybody guesses wrong and
Everybody's
everybody does.
wrong.
Even with
up.
analysis, you can have all the numbers in the world and then some strange stuff happens.
Any given
and then you're wrong.
Sunday.
Any
man.
given Sunday.
That's how
exactly.
it goes down.
That's
But I
football,
like-
baby.
But I love when they call it out. It's
But our
great.
fantasy receipts and our
Great.
bona fides is when we're here week 16 or 17 and everybody that's in this chat right now is still in here with us
Yes,
in the playoffs.
sir.
They're all in the playoffs. So I'll see you in the playoffs. What do we do this for? Have
Let's
a little
go.
fun and get into the
Our
playoffs.
follower count isn't the highest in the network, but
It's the most
however,
loyal.
It's the one of the
Uh-huh.
most loyal and
What do you
consistent
mean?
fans that I've ever met in
Mhm.
my life, and I'm
Yeah.
happy to be here, and that's why we do it. So
Always.
let's in that sense.
Tilt
Let's
squad
go back to
fam.
Dame.
Let's go
Part of
back
the
up
tilt
here.
squad.
Dame, part of the fam.
Always.
Dame.
Part of the fam needs a quarterback between Baker. So Baker against Denver, Jalen Hurts against New Orleans, and then the two flex PPR between Montgomery, Reed, Jerry Jeudy, Charbonnet, and Rashid Shaheed. Jeudy had a decent week last week. I told y'all he would.
Yeah, it needs 2 flex. All right.
Let's do quarterback first.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn, is this?
I like-
don't.
It's close. It's
I know.
super close.
You're supposed to smash Hurts, but like I can't.
Do you?
Mhm.
No, I don't.
No.
I think you might start Baker, dude.
I'm gonna start Baker.
The only reason I feel weird about starting
Oh, he's missing
Baker
his
is
right
that
tackle, too.
he gets sacked a lot.
He
you
does, and
lose
his right
points for that.
tackle's out.
He had 5 sacks last week. Yeah, like
Yeah.
he gets hit a lot.
But as long as it doesn't give you a minus point when he gets sacked, you're fine.
I mean, it's
Well,
not like
sometimes
Hurts
it does,
doesn't like
though.
throwing picks.
I mean, Hurts has been throwing some
2-1
picks.
last week.
Marshawn Lattimore looking kind of healthy.
The whole secondary is looking kind of healthy.
Mhm. I think it's Baker against Denver, to be honest. I mean, he might
think
throw a
it's
pick
Baker
against
against Denver.
Think but I think he stays away from Surtain.
That's
We already
okay.
talked about
Yeah, I think
that.
we go Baker.
I think we go Baker too.
Yeah.
And then let's see. Okay. And then PPR, Montgomery, Reed, Jeudy, Charbonnet, Shaheed for the flex.
I think I like
I think
Charbonnet
Shaheed.
and Shaheed.
Yeah.
We need it's 2.
And-
okay, yeah.
And then and it was a close third by Montgomery.
Montgomery.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shaheed
Yep.
and Charbonnet. I like that.
Yeah.
And then last one for Dame here, between Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, or Hurts in a 2 QB league. Wow. Need 1 flex as well between Ridley or Worthy. And it's PPR.
Damn, Ridley's been cooking, bro. Worthy seems like
I'm
every
a
time he touches
believer
it, he
in
scores, but
Ridley.
yeah,
Again.
So we need
I mean, I
2
was thinking of
QBs.
yeah.
How the heck do you have
Bro, I was just
Lamar
gonna say
That was
that
going to
is
be the
no.
question, Chef. That was going to be my next question.
Dude,
That's unreal.
you're playing against some Navy dudes, Dame. We know we know you're military. We know you're slinging some cash overseas or something because there's no way. There's no way.
Yeah.
Lamar
that
is in for
happen?
me.
Yeah, he has
Lamar
to be.
isn't for me.
100%.
To be.
So it's between Mahomes and Hurts, and like
Mahomes is
we
QB
said
14,
earlier,
man, and I don't
Give
like
me
it.
Mahomes.
Yeah,
I-
bounce back game against the Falcons. Going to start opening it up a little.
Well, he's
No.
gonna
you
have
know what?
to.
Only
They can't run the
because there's
ball too
no, they
much.
can't run the ball,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So they have to figure out a different game plan.
And then
and
the
it's Andy
same
Reid,
sense,
and they
give
will.
me. Oh, and it needs one flex. Is it Worthy or Ridley?
Ridley.
It's Ridley.
Yeah.
Ridley for me. Yeah,
Yes.
You don't look for the stack with Worthy
not in
and
that
Mahomes?
situation. Not
Okay.
Nah, Ridley's just
not
a
them. It's-
superior opportunity and all
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do Ridley then.
unless
wow.
because you know
We
Lamar's
gotta
going to be
bench
your.
Jalen Hurts.
Wait, does Ridley get Jair Alexander though?
We can look at
So
that.
let's look at it this way. You start Lamar as your anchor quarterback, right?
Yes, he
No
does.
matter
Your
what.
Yes, he
second
does get
quarterback.
Jair Alexander.
So your second quarterback could be your home run shot. So maybe you do start Mahomes and Worthy, and hope that pays off. You're really
Yeah.
going for you're swinging.
I
for
like the
fences
stack
there.
with Mahomes
Yeah,
and
let's
Worthy.
do that.
And then
I'm cool
Let's do
with
that.
Give me
Jair
Lamar
Alexander
over
changes the game for
Hurts.
me. He's another one. I left his name out of that list earlier, but he's another one of those problem corners. You didn't see it in
Although-
Brazil. You didn't see it in Brazil because of the field, and they were slipping all over the place. But last week, Pittman did nothing.
Although Calvin Ridley last week went up
know.
against.
No, I know. Calvin Ridley he had a great game last week.
He had a great game, and we thought he was going to get
Sauce.
sauce.
I was wrong.
He didn't
And
get
he did
sauce
not.
yet. No, he went on the other side against Reed. He went on the other
All
side
right, but let's
against
stick
Reed.
with
So he
our
might do the
let's
same
stick
thing.
with
So
what we're- Lamar
you can stick with the stack.
anchor, and
for
then stack
fun.
Mahomes and Worthy.
Yeah.
It's more fun that. Okay, cool.
Dame, your team's look great anyway.
Dude,
That's
it's
a
not
team.
like he's losing
That's a
regardless.
that team can't lose. It's a juggernaut.
Yeah, that's bananas. Zach before he goes to work or doesn't go to
Ooh.
work. Amari, ooh, Cooper or Pierce here. This is
Oh, that might be where I draw the line.
for who?
For
This is where you
Cooper.
would start
Because of
Cooper
the
over Pierce?
opportunity.
Yeah.
go Cooper.
And it's like the last week in the light. Like he's going to get shadowed by Deontay Banks. Deontay Banks has been giving up a lot.
He would have given up so much more if Jaden Daniels would have just thrown the damn ball.
Yeah.
McLaurin was open.
I just don't know if Alec Pierce is going to be great.
In that other tilt, we started Pierce because that's like the home run shot, and it was a deep flex.
I mean, this is pretty much the same thing. You got shadow coverage
it,
on Amari
though?
Cooper with crappy quarterback play. I just don't think Indianapolis is going to stand a chance against that defensive front for Chicago. And I think Richardson's going to be on his heels a lot more than people
Yeah, but
think.
that's when he
With no
improvises
Michael
and throws
Pittman,
it deep to this
if
guy.
Michael
He arm
Pittman's-
punts it to Pierce.
All right, so let's play it like this.
But I'll
then.
go Amari Cooper. I'll
Let's
go
go
because
like
the
this.
opportunities are real.
Wait, so because we're speaking about opportunity, Michael Pittman's questionable for this game. If Michael
That's
Pittman
true.
doesn't play, Alec Pierce. If Pittman's on the field, then it's Amari Cooper for me.
Okay. So that's in 10 minutes when we get the injury updates.
Yeah,
I'm on board with all that.
Yeah,
I know you are. You're always on the
Does
phone.
that sound right to you guys, boys?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm on board
does
with
that
that.
make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If no Pittman, Pierce slightly. But if not, then Amari.
Yeah, you got to wait for that, Zach.
Because what'd you say, Mr. Swanson, earlier?
Hopefully
Like
you don't have to go to
17
work in
targets
like 10 minutes,
in
then
2 games?
17
Then you'll have
targets,
to call
5
out anyway.
receptions.
Yeah, that's terrible.
On the
Like at some
season.
point that
Garbage.
average is going to change. You know what I mean? He's a
It has to.
professional. He's good. He's a good player. You know, still, it's just Watson stinks.
What else did I write down? I wrote, yeah, okay, that's what I wrote.
Yeah.
Let's give Big Greens a who dat after last week, even though
Who
that?
yeah.
who dat
Wow, even Swanson said it, and you're playing them. Wow.
for
Respect.
last week.
Respect
last
who
week.
that.
Yeah, I respect that. The game hasn't started yet.
Swanson actually
I
went
also-
out and obtained some Derek Carr this week.
I sure did.
I saw that on the
Look,
trade.
If I'm gonna
trade
make
line.
a run to win that dynasty league, which I'm set up in a position this year, I'm not gonna win with Daniel Jones. I'm not. But I
You hear that,
will.
Juan? He's making a
have a-
run.
I'll see you in the playoffs,
I'll
guys.
see you in the
I like the way your
playoffs.
team looks. Hey, listen, that's the
You
only
should.
league I'm 0-2 in.
I spent
And
a
you
lot
want
of
Trevor
time.
Lawrence? You can make a
the
move
only
to
league
Trevor
I'm
Lawrence. you know?
Two-time
Okay.
defending. I'm going for the three-peat like the Chiefs.
I don't think I've ever started 2-0 in that league before, and I worked
I don't
hard.
think I've ever started 2-0.
I think
get
I'm
to
1-1.
those
Am I 1-1?
It's the playoffs that count, man. We'll make it to the playoffs. I'll see you there.
Mhm. What up, Dave? Good to see you too, bro.
Hey,
Dave.
Man,
That's my
My
man,
man.
Dave, right there.
let's go. And then our other man's right here, Anthony.
Big
What's
Ant.
going on? Big guy's been struggling with this one. Rashid Shaheed or DJ Moore.
He's
in
always
PPR
tilting.
flex spot. Well, he's struggling because he's a Bears fan.
Yeah, that's a struggle. I
More
can't
for the
talk.
floor,
Give me
Shaheed for the
Shaheed.
ceiling.
Give me
Yeah.
Shaheed.
Yeah.
It might be Shaheed for the floor. At
It
this
might
point.
just be.
Yeah.
At this point, you're right.
Yeah.
So we're going
Shaheed for
Shaheed.
sure. Yeah, all
Yeah.
day, big man.
Don't
Put him
struggle
in.
too hard, Big Ant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with that too. Brad, what's going on? Welcome
Brad.
back. Excuse me. Good morning.
Oh,
Who we
it's
rocking
close.
with full PPR here? Javante or Cam?
This is not what we talked about earlier,
Nope.
correct?
No.
No, this
All
is
right.
different. That was between
Najee.
That was
Najee,
Najee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Javante still here though, man.
because Vita Vea is not playing, and
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
the only
give me
one worth playing
Javante.
on that team.
No Winfield, no, yeah. And
There was
Diaby's
more.
out. Pretty sure one of their defensive ends is out. And then no Vita Vea and no Antoine Winfield. Give me Javante.
Give me Javante.
They got to protect that rookie, man. They got to run the
Word.
ball.
Cool. I like that. Bill Schneider, what's going on?
Welcome back, Bill.
What's up?
Welcome
My
in.
dude.
Let's go. All right. Back to this other tilt early here from Smokey. Gabe Davis and Kirk is on the bench, and this was for the tilt that involved. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, I
Hold
don't
on,
know.
hold on.
Oh,
hold
that
on,
was
hold on.
that was
Got it. 12-team
that was
PPR.
Juwan
There
Jennings.
was-
Go find Juwan Jennings on the waiver wire.
Yeah, this was okay. Because he didn't want to start two Bengals.
You don't want to start two Bengals. I mean, you can, I guess, in theory. Is Higgins standalone? Is Higgins or Juwan Jennings?
Juwan Jennings this week.
See?
Yeah.
It's this week
And then
only. Juwan
might hit
Jennings.
the waiver.
Right.
And then I think
Things will change. They always do.
Yeah,
But
'cause,
Kittle's
like,
out.
The reason I ask is because you can't
Too
bench
many injuries
Chase,
on San
so-
Francisco. Like
Yeah,
they can't
yeah,
just,
it's a good
they
opportunity,
can't
man.
super hyper
Yeah.
target Ayuk. That's not how they get Ayuk involved in the game. They never have. It always comes on 2 to 3 receptions, and then boom, he has 72 yards and a touchdown
Yeah.
after you blink your eye. I think they need to go, and they have been going with Juwan Jennings as a secondary shot down
Yeah.
the field because he is that number 2 option, especially with Debo out. So
And
it's
Kittle, yeah.
Jordan Mason, Juwan Jennings,
And Ayuk.
and Ayuk in that
Mm-hmm.
offense this week. That is it. And I would take any 3 of those, which one of those over
About
Gabe Davis and
to
Kirk
get
this
you
week
100
for
yards, yeah.
sure. All right, and put it over Chuba Hubbard as well from the other tilt that he had.
Yeah.
So-
Definitely over Chuba and Higgins.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
Juwan Jennings. Go
It's
get Juwan
still
Jennings,
Juwan.
Smokey. Smokey.
and then going back to one from Eric here between Gesicki or Schultz. I actually feel like Gesicki's not a bad
Yeah,
play.
it's not as gross as
It's
you
not
think.
as gross as you think.
I like it.
Um,
I like it. Minnesota's
He's leading
defense,
the
Harrison
team in
Smith.
targets right now. Currently, Mike Gesicki is leading the Bengals in
he was
targets.
banged up a little bit earlier in the week, but he is playing.
Yeah, he
He is
also had
playing.
that touchdown that they said wasn't a touchdown in week 1, and it got called back, and it was a damn touchdown.
Oh, I didn't see.
They-
Oh no, I
like,
do remember that.
Yeah, remember they like called it.
Yeah.
He didn't hold possession
Mhm.
throughout the catch, and then they
Throughout
called
the
it
catch.
no. They reviewed it and said no touchdown. Then the league came back and said, "Oh yeah, you know what? We're sorry, it was a touchdown." So that changes his
That's a good
scoring
point.
big time.
Did they
But I-
change
yeah, I like
that on
Gesicki.
fantasy platforms? Was that an
No.
edited?
No, because it was never called a touchdown on the field. Like it was never ruled. They lost 16-10. Is that what they lost? And then they would have won that game.
Forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, if we had to go between one of these guys here, I would say Gesicki's
Gesicki.
not a bad play.
Yeah.
Gesicki's not a bad play. All right.
Yeah, it's Gesicki.
Did we
Yeah.
do this? No.
No,
All
we
right,
have
Jim
not.
Rambo. We were skipping around a bit. Also in Jim, coolest name in fantasy football's flex PPR. Darnell Mooney, Tyler Johnson, Andre
Yeshiva.
Yoshivas, Tank Dell, or Colby Parkinson.
It's between Dell and Mooney for me.
Yeah,
I don't want any part of that Rams offense right now with their offensive line stinking up the place.
Mooney might
Yeah.
be a good flex. He is not. He does not leave the field. By the way, like if you
Yeah,
look at
no,
his
he's
snap
been
percentage,
there.
my man is 100%
He looks
on
like
the field. Not
he's
98,
getting
not
locked
99.
into Kirk.
Yeah.
Our friend of the show, Jay Brader. He is in love with Mooney. He thinks he's a deep sleeper this year, and I'm
I agree.
starting to agree with him.
he was
I
another
agree.
4-3-3 guy out of TCU, bro. Like he's a talented wide receiver,
If
He's
you go
a
back and look
guy-
at last year's,
but not over Tank Dell.
No, I don't think he's better than Tank Dell. I think Tank Dell is.
I just
a
don't like
better
Tank Dell's
athlete.
matchup or opportunity this week. Like, you know what I mean? I don't like him going up against the Vikings defense, but I think I'd take him over Mooney.
in this situation, I would actually, being that it's a flex, I would go Mooney over Dell here for the
Wow.
floor, only because Dell, as much as I like him and I am playing him this week all
Yeah,
over
he's the third
place,
option, yeah.
he's the third option. It's
If
there's
he
And
nothing
gets
it's a
you can
tough
do about
Stephon
it.
matchup.
Gilmore, if he's playing on the outside and they're letting Diggs play in the slot, so yeah, give me Mooney. Oh
Yeah,
my
let's
god,
go Mooney. Wow.
Because I think
Jim Rambo, that one cuts like a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Bell,
Rainbow
and I would love
knife.
to go with him. But yeah, let's go with Mooney.
Ooh.
Well, you
All right, let me
back?
ask you guys this. Well, let me just ask you this. If between Darnell Mooney and Drake London, who would you consider to be the Falcons' weapon?
They're both weapons right now.
But who would you consider to be the one
The one
in that offense?
It's probably Drake London. Still.
Okay. Reason I'm
Still
asking is
Drake
Kansas City will
London.
erase your number one. Whatever your number one is in Kansas City, they will take away. If they
Oh,
believe that Darnell Mooney is the number one after the last couple weeks, they will take away Darnell Mooney. But if you think it's Drake London, Mooney should be okay.
I think it's Bijan Robinson. I think they
I just meant
concentrate. I know, but I understand like what you're saying. But I think schematically, what they're going to try
right.
to do is
No,
take
they're
away
gonna take away
Bijan.
the run.
They're going to take
Good
away the
point.
run because they
Good
hurt
point.
the Eagles with the run, and they're going to like
They're gonna force
if you
Kirk
know
to
Spags,
pass.
yup,
Yep.
if you know
Yep.
Spags, that's what he's going to do.
Cool. Good point. That's why we talked.
So then
out.
Mooney's going to have an opportunity against the secondary. Like not if it's not Trent McDuffie.
I don't think we
He should
know
be
who
okay.
the wide receiver one in Atlanta is yet.
I agree. It's
To
not,
be
that's still
determined.
shaking itself out.
I mean,
It should be London.
Kirk has been known to spread the ball
Should
around.
be.
Yeah,
And he has
And
been
that's true,
doing that.
too.
We saw Ray McLeod actually get a deep bomb.
Yeah,
He was
We
on the field for
saw Drake
100% of
London
the
he
get
snap.
was
his
right.
touchdown.
Yeah, Ray was on the field, dude.
And,
He sure was.
And Darnell Mooney came in when it was clutch. So I think for Kirk Cousins to go with his familiar spot of throwing the ball in the slot for this tilt specifically. Darnell Mooney looks like the better play than Tank Dell, simply because Kirk is going to spread the ball around. We don't know what CJ Stroud is going to do. We don't know that game plan. And you know what? This game between Atlanta and KC, we could be looking at a similar situation where it's 26-24. What's the spread on this one, Swan?
For the Falcons game?
Yeah.
46.5, Kansas City by 3.
Compared to Houston.
Oh, that one's lower. That was
Yeah,
What's
that
that
one
number?
is 46 on the
So
money,
we're right there.
Right.
We're
on the
close.
button, so it's not far.
All
Houston
right.
by 1.5. Not really.
I'm going Mooney.
Give me Mooney.
I agree.
You know how much the reason I've been down on Akers and I've been down the whole time. I've been kind of usually I'm Mr. Positivity, and I've been down on that matchup for Houston because it's so tough. I think it's 16-9. Brian Flores is against the spread against teams that are Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay, now the Kubiak scheme with, you know what I mean? Like it's that system. He's 16-8 against it, or 16-9, and he holds those teams down. He knows how to beat that style. So I think he gives them fits. I think he gives them problems.
You know, I'll add fuel on the fire to that. That the fact that
They
have 3 number 1 wide receivers in their offense. Nico Collins has already established himself as the one.
Right.
He got paid. All right.
Mhm.
Tank Dell, he's probably number 2, but Stephon Diggs is like a 2B in that situation. So you don't know where the ball is going to go.
Yeah.
You know, we saw Darnell
if it
Mooney get
goes.
peppered with targets down the stretch when they were playing that 7-on-7 route.
Yeah.
So I am going with Mooney here
Yeah.
for the situation that Atlanta is going to have to throw the ball to keep up with Kansas City.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at. And that's where I'm staying. Put my
Yeah.
flag in Mooney today
Let's
over
go.
Tank
Yep.
Dell.
Let's
It's
go.
ugly. It's gross. Makes me want to throw up in my mouth.
That's pretty gross.
But let's go and have a Mooney day.
Let's have a Mooney day. I love it. Jose Vega, what's going on? Good morning.
Good morning.
This might hurt some people. Zach Charbonnet or Tyreek Hill for the flex. Look at this question objectively. Look at that.
And
Brother,
it's easy
ew,
for me.
right.
It's sharp for the floor.
I
But
just it's week
can you
3.
take Tyreek Hill out?
I
How
refuse.
in the
I don't sit
how
Justin
do you-
Jefferson. I
I
don't sit
can't
Tyreek
find a
Hill.
good reason to sit him.
Yeah,
Like
I don't sit
it
any of those
doesn't
guys.
make any sense
AJ
until
Brown,
I see.
Jamar Chase.
And
I'm not
today
sitting
might
them.
be the day that we see Tyreek Hill totally become a 0. It could really
I
happen.
don't know about that.
I mean, he's not.
He
gonna,
could.
Is he going to be a
Listen,
hero?
Game could get out of hand.
Game could get out of hand. They could
Game
be like,
gets out
oh,
of hand,
let's
and then just
let's
pull the
curve 'em."
starters. Pull the
Yeah.
starters. It could get that ugly, but that's just me being a pessimistic Dolphins fan. I don't sit Tyreek Hill, especially not.
I
for
don't
Zach
sit
Charbonnet.
Tyreek though. It has to be Tyreek over Zach Charbonnet, and it's a great tilt.
I don't think you can make that. I think over 95% of the fantasy football world, even if you made a great case for Zach Charbonnet 5 minutes before the game start, you're starting Tyreek Hill because it's week 3, and the last thing you want to see is feel sick for the next week. That
First
Tyreek Hill
damn
went
play
off
of the
on your
game.
bench.
First damn play of the game.
I would
Screen pass.
exactly.
Get it. Gone. See
Yeah,
ya.
I would
80-yard
rather-
touchdown. And you're like,
I would
damn it.
rather
Why would I
start
ever?
him
Yeah.
Yeah,
and him
I would rather
finish-
start him and see him
and
Bail
not
out.
do well than blow up on my bench. And I think
Yeah,
that's
for
how I'm gonna
sure.
that's how I'm gonna look at this tilt. 'Cause there's no other way to look at it. Yikes. Jose, good luck. I think you'll be fine. Ball glove blueprint. First try.
Good,
Let's go.
Good stuff.
Welcome
Good
back.
stuff.
Hell yeah. All right. Dealing with injuries in his PPR. In their PPR needs a flex. Jaden Reed, Ryan Thomas Jr., Quentin Johnston, or Keon Coleman. Ooh. This is a
tough one.
This is a tough one. This is like that deep.
We need to narrow it down a little bit though, too.
Yeah.
Can we take Jaden Reed out?
Yeah, Malik Willis takes him out.
Okay.
Keon Coleman got no looks, dude, against the Dolphins.
He got nothing. 2 weeks
Against the Dolphins, yeah. They didn't need him
One
either.
target.
You know,
He was
James
on the
Cook also
field
had
for
3
91.
touchdowns in the first half.
They also didn't need him.
They
This
didn't
is
need
a
him.
good tilt.
Quentin Johnston, yeah, they're going to need him, but is Justin Herbert playing?
And even if he is, it's still playing against the Steelers.
Yeah.
Give me Brian Thomas Jr.
It's between Keon Coleman and Brian Thomas Jr., in my opinion.
Which rookie do you think has more talent?
Brian Thomas Jr.
Brian Thomas Jr. for me. BTJ.
They're both
Not
good.
to take anything away from they're both good.
They're both
I
good.
just
It's
really
just
like
yeah.
I like acronyms.
And the chef was, you know what I mean, hyping up Dalton Kincaid. We were talking about Shakir. They've been focusing on running the ball, giving it to James Cook a lot. I really like him as a play this week. So, like, for me, give me Brian Thomas Jr.
Give me Brian Thomas Jr.
It hurts. It's not. This
It's-
might not
it's
be
a
good.
really good-
Anyway,
really
Against
tough
Russell
you cut it.
Douglas, it's not going to be pretty.
It's not going to be pretty. And Trevor Lawrence is only completing 51% of his passes.
I mean, do we go with Quentin Johnston after saying that? Does that
Not against the
make
Steelers. I don't want
sense?
to.
Yeah, the Steelers are for real. I mean,
Yeah, you're right.
last week was an outlier, right? Like he scored twice, but sometimes it just be like that. I don't.
Right. Sometimes you're just that target. Why not? He was drafted to be that dude. So, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to Quentin Johnston, but I think I'll take
All right,
Brian Thomas.
I'm going to go with Brian Thomas.
Yeah, right.
Brian Thomas for the ball glove blueprint.
Nice, chef.
Woof.
And then up for Brad here wants to know if you should run
Herbert
Jared
is
Goff.
active today. You just got the notification.
Who is?
Herbert.
Herbert?
He's
Oh,
playing?
thank God. I guess I'm gonna take away my Easton Stick claim
He cash back.
before noon happens. All right. Should Brad run Jared Goff, or as a Jags fan and gonna be at the game? Okay, let's go. Roll with T-Law.
Wow.
That's where I draw the line here.
Dude, okay, hold on. You got to put yourself in Brad's shoes. You're going to the game. You're a Jags fan. You have Trevor Lawrence. You're going to start Goff? Or are you going to, put your guy in? It's week 3.
It's Buffalo.
We're still going to the playoffs.
It's Buffalo.
I mean,
it's Buffalo. Give me Goff
I'm
against
playing-
Arizona.
I'm
all right. The
okay.
chef's being fantasy smart. I was trying to go.
Nah, I feel you.
Brad,
for
Brad, don't. As they said, bet with your head, not over it. We don't play fantasy with a heart, with our hearts or our homerism. We play for the points, and it's Jared Goff, man. Don't overthink it. Trevor Lawrence gonna have some trouble today. I benched Trevor Lawrence today and put Geno Smith in. These guys are my witness. It's in our home dynasty league. I have that situation. I'm not messing around with it.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Let's go
Another one for Brad here for full PPR: Ridley or Demarcus Robinson.
Oh.
This one's a little more.
No, I go
Ridley.
I would too. He's got 67% of Tennessee's wide receiver yards and 100% of their touchdowns. Green Bay is also
He's
allowed.
got a tough matchup, but they utilize him in the run game too.
They did. That's how he scored last week.
Yeah.
Green Bay is allowing the 4th most receiving first downs on the season. I wrote that down. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go Ridley there, or Akers at flex.
Ridley.
Ridley. And yep, agreed. And then back to MK, Josh Allen or Baker.
Josh Allen.
Ah.
Yeah. All right, let's stop being crazy. Come on, please.
Right.
Can we
but,
have
like,
something that
Josh
feels
Allen
normal?
last
Can we
week-
have one
I mean,
tilt that feels like
I wish we
absolutely
did.
normal?
I would love it. I would love that.
You know,
Week 5.
It's
in
Josh Allen, man.
23.
Don't get cute.
it's not even getting cute. It's like you probably
Why
not.
don't you trade one of them away?
Not
I
Josh
wanna
Allen.
look.
It's Josh Allen today, man. He's got a great matchup against Jacksonville. I'm
That's
not.
tomorrow night. One of those stupid shadow games. They're going to start 2 games like 30 minutes behind each other. Like,
I hate that.
what can we
Why
start one
do
at
you-
6
I
and
We
one at
do
9?
have a
Like,
nice option with the NFL ticket though, because you or the YouTube TV.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
watch
the
both.
YouTube
Yeah,
TV.
yeah,
Oh, that's right.
Time,
That is
That's true.
dope.
Yeah, there you
Shout
go.
out, not a sponsor yet. YouTube TV. Let's go.
Yeah.
I wrote this down for Josh Allen because if James Cook gets it done, Josh Allen gets erased. He erases himself.
Did that happen the last time?
Against the Dolphins.
Last week?
Last week, 13 for 139 and 1.
Ugh.
So
Yeah.
Josh Allen did not have a good week from a fantasy perspective. Week 5 last year, though, against Jacksonville, he went 24 of 40 for 359 and 2 and 4 for 14 and 1 on the ground.
Yeah, but that was before the new OC took over.
Yeah, that was before Brady.
That was my next question, was how relevant is that stat? Okay.
Yeah, it's
All right.
not very relevant now. It's in the past.
So now Josh Allen against what's happening now in Jacksonville. Is
And
that a
still,
start over Baker?
I still can't bench Josh Allen. He's like Tyreek Hill for me. He's one of those guys. I'm not,
Okay, cool. I agree with that.
Denver's not the absolute worst defensively, and they're going to run the ball and try to protect their quarterback and shorten that game up. And, Baker doesn't shoot it out unless he has to. They don't shoot out down there unless they have to. I don't love it. I like Josh Allen here out of these two. Let's not go crazy. I like Baker, but
Okay.
it's like saying Sam Darnold or Josh Allen is the same thing because, he's been having a couple good games, but does that mean I'm starting him over Josh Allen? No, I can't.
I don't think I can start Josh Allen over Baker
What?
specifically. I can't do it.
You're going to start Baker?
I can't do it, man. He's just been putting up more points. He's just been putting up more
I do
points.
feel like this is a
He's
little
passing
different
more.
than the Tyreek Hill situation.
He's passing more. He's got a rushing touchdown. It's not like he doesn't. He's scoring more through the air. He's got 2.5 touchdowns per week.
He has receivers to
se.
throw to.
Yeah,
Josh
I don't-
Allen is still figuring. Everybody who's catching a ball on that team
It's
that
a run
isn't
first
named James
offense.
Cook.
Yeah, but that's what I'm worried about
is-
is him running. Like James Cook had those touchdowns against Miami and it's highlighted, but one of them was a 49-yard run on a busted coverage. Like that was not.
Can he do that
supposed to be
against
way.
Jacksonville?
Then
Yes,
he had another
can.
one throwing from Josh Allen, and then the one that he ran in the end zone, anyone could have walked in the end zone because the line was open. He didn't have to run it against Miami. I feel like he might have to run it against Jacksonville. He might get down near the goal line and become Josh Allen again. Like, who would you trust more to score a touchdown on the ground, Josh Allen or James Cook?
Cook.
Why? Because Mr. Swanson
Last
made the
year,
case, and we lost the thing in
Allen,
week 1. He had
Cook-
2 touchdowns all
I
of
know.
last year.
He
Then he
did.
had 3
His-
on Thursday night
And
against
then
the
he had 3.
Dolphins.
75% of his entire 2003,
Crazy.
2023 line was last
You-
week.
So
for
it was
James
an
Cook.
anomaly. We lost that damn touchdown parlay, or I did. The chef won it because he didn't put James Cook in it in week 1, and I lost it because of James Cook because he doesn't
Same.
normally score touchdowns.
He does not
That's just
normally,
not-
but I think
you
maybe
know?
he does now.
I think he normally does now. We've seen it 2 weeks. Well,
No,
not
just,
2
just
weeks.
1 week.
We
Just
saw 1 week
It
where
just
he
happened
just
to be 3, and I'm
happened to
telling
be
you,
3, and then they took him out of the game.
give me Josh Allen, dude.
All right.
Tilt of the week. If you
Whatever.
want.
Just give me
Yeah,
Josh
I'll
Tilt of the
Allen.
week. Hit the
I was
damn
gonna
buzzer.
hit the button.
Hit the button.
I
You
was
don't
gonna
push the
hit
button.
Tilt of the week.
Man, we are stuck here, dude, because you know what? I almost wore my Baker jersey this morning. It was just a little snug because it was a medium Browns jersey.
It was
So
a schmedium.
it was a medium. You put it in the dryer and it shrinks up to your elbows, and you don't like that. Anyway, I'm gonna stick to my guns here, and I'm gonna play Baker over
Okay.
Josh Allen. And I wonder if it's like a DFS play or something like that. Okay. I really don't know
All right, all right,
how you have this
all right.
predicament, but and the fact that he's thinking about it gives me the sense that he is also on the same path. He's been kind of hurt last week by Josh Allen. Give me Baker. Give me Baker.
Give me Josh Allen. Week 1 against Arizona is more what Josh Allen is like than week 2 against Miami, where they were blowing us out and they just took the foot off the gas and they let James Cook get that one easy walk-in touchdown.
Yeah,
and the
I
other
see
one
what
he
you're
threw it to
saying,
him.
Chef.
He had 4
don't-
touchdowns on
get
week
it,
1. 4
but
touchdowns week 1. And it's Josh
I'm
freaking
gonna-
Allen.
I'm gonna lean on Josh Allen. I get what you're saying, Chef, but I'm gonna lean that way. There
And
are a ton of tilts left.
The analytics probably add up to what you're saying, Chef, and you're
Sure.
probably
For
right
sure.
as far as the numbers go. He should outscore him in fantasy, supposedly, but it's Josh freaking Allen.
It's a great tilt. It was
Fantastic tilt of the week.
Great tilt.
Yeah.
Great tilt.
We're
of
at the
week.
point where Baker Mayfield versus Josh Allen was a conversation.
That was a
crazy.
right.
That's where football is right now. By
Zach
the way,
Charbonnet or Tyreek Hill
Oh.
was a tilt. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
that
week
was a
3,
tilt.
It's crazy.
That was a tilt.
Father Ridge, my man Ridge. Ridge is from Colorado. Ridge is really,
man.
really good friends with Hyde. That's how I know Ridge. Ridge is in New Jersey for a bachelor party.
Very
and
nice.
My man's hopped on the show. He's the commissioner for our brand new Dynasty startup that I told y'all I was a part of. So
Nice.
best fantasy show out there. Wow. Love you.
Thank you very much.
Hope he doesn't
My
share
man.
a team with Hyde.
No, I do. I share a team with Hyde, so I'm
Oh.
ruining his.
You didn't take
We
Kamara
drafted
this year,
young.
huh?
We drafted really, really, really young. We're going to be good in a couple of years. All right, so let's help out Reg here. Zeke or Bucky Irving.
Ooh,
Not a great situation, but
Bucky Irving. I don't know about Bucky Irving.
That's a prayer. But so is Zeke. No, Zeke's probably the lead back there.
He's not
They don't
really
have one,
anymore.
and it's a bad matchup. But he'll be in there, pass pro. He can get a little check down action.
I mean, between Zeke and Dowdle, it's Zeke 40% of the snaps last week, Dowdle 43%. They're both getting similar targets, similar work on the ground. 6 for 16 for Zeke, 7 for 30 for Dowdle.
I think give me Zeke as the bigger back.
As it, hopefully he gets a chance to score. Maybe they get him around the goal line.
Somewhere near the goal line. I don't think
I'm thinking
Dowdle
he's in there
gets
to
that
chip
whole thing.
and dip out for a little bit of
Right.
a little relief. For,
I mean, we
for
see it
Dak.
against a strong front like New Orleans. New Orleans shut them down 6 for 16. Like
That game was a blowout though. In
Yeah.
a hurry. You know what I mean? Like that game
Yeah,
changed.
this is going to be more of a
That game
shootout.
changed.
This feels like a playoff game.
Yeah.
I don't
I feel like
think
it'll be a more
Bucky
competitive game.
Irving's going to be as involved as people think, and he's
I
not
agree.
getting the yards on the ground.
No, you'd have to
that he
get real
got
lucky.
against
You'd have to get real
Washington in
lucky.
week 1.
Yeah, Washington's terrible, by the way. Even
Yeah,
though Singletary was running through holes.
I mean, Irving might get his like 7 to 9 carries, but
Maybe.
it only
I mean,
it could be
even last
turning
week-
like 40 yards tops.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
even
a
with-
tough spot he's in though. Oof.
He was even with White banged up towards the end of the game last week. I forget when he got hurt. But Bucky Irving still only had 31% of the snaps. They weren't automatically going to him after White went down. So I'm going to trust the vet here in what should be
Yeah, I'm gonna go
a
with
pretty
Zeke.
tough game and go with Zeke. Good luck, Cuzzo.
Good luck. Good luck.
All right. And let's go. Football and Italian food might work out today. Let's keep moving though. Let's keep moving. Let's keep going. I love that,
Let's go.
Zach. All right, another one for Dame. Mahomes, Hurts, or Goff in a 2. We did this one. We had to jump around a bit here. James, what's going on? James Mendez, welcome
what
back.
up?
PPR flex spot. McLaurin, Javante, Swift, Worthy. I imagine we're starting one.
Worthy or Javante?
It's Worthy or Javante.
Worthy or Javante for me.
Javante floor worthy upside,
Yeah,
depending on your matchup.
yeah.
That's it.
If you feel like you got to catch up to somebody and you need a home run day, probably go Worthy, and then if not, just go Javante for your nice floor.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a good way to put it. That is the way to put it. And then does James
This just in. We have breaking news.
All right. Sorry to cut in there, but we do have our active and inactives posting. I just want to share that information.
I thought you were going to talk about Manchester City scoring a goal against Arsenal in the Premier League, bro.
11:36 a.m. Justin Herbert, Michael Pittman, Tajay Spears, CJ Gardner Johnson, all active today. Inactives is Jordan Love, Russell Wilson, Roman Wilson, and Josh Palmer. Yeah. So that
So
gives
does that
us
change your Spears and Pollard a little bit, or
a
you're okay?
little bit, but not much.
Okay.
I still think Pollard's still a great play today.
Yeah, okay. I agree.
Maybe not as much as Jonathan Taylor.
What was that? Was that tilt
I think that's what the tilt was, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought it
Pollard over
was-
Taylor.
Yeah, it was Pollard
Oh,
or
it
Taylor.
was.
Yeah, to
Yeah,
leave one
yeah.
off. Yeah, it was Pollard over Taylor.
Still give me Pollard.
Still
I'm not
give you
going to go
Pollard?
back and change that.
Excuse me. And then for James for his second win here, does he pick up Akers to play in one league? And who would you play Akers over? You already played Hall, and he's got Aaron Jones and Brian Robinson in the lineup already.
No,
I wouldn't.
no.
No, I wouldn't. I'd keep it the way it is.
Keep it the way it is.
Yeah.
It's a 1 week
All right.
grab.
This is what I was waiting for. And there's a
This is a
couple of
good
these
one.
in here. So we got to jump around to find some Carson Steele. Big Greens, Carson Steele, Miles Sanders, or Bucky Irving, full PPR. Please come back, CMC and Shop. I feel you.
I had a feeling we'd get at least one of these questions with Carson
Yeah,
Steele.
Steele,
in
that was the
here.
Carson Steele.
first one.
There's a few more in here too.
And give me the Carson Steele.
Yeah, the other two are too
And
gross.
The reason why, and there has to be, yeah. Well, first off, besides them being gross, give me Carson Steele. Andy Reid has a track record of playing young running backs. We saw it with Isaiah Pacheco. He's a 7th round pick. Who else was there? Oh, that's right, Kareem Hunt, who is now back on the offense. He's not playing today. All right. So, and Carson Steele knows the offense. All right. Was he great? No. Did he fumble? Yes. So did Kareem Hunt his first time carrying the ball. I'm not going to chalk that up to anything. I think Carson Steele has the most opportunity this week, even though Atlanta's defense is pretty good against the run. I think Carson Steele has the most upside out of Sanders, Irving, and I think his floor is a little bit safer than people think.
I agree. Also, if you got Carson Steele, if you're anything like the leagues that we're in, you spent probably 60% of your fab.
Yeah,
a lot of fab. You're gonna
80
drop
and 1.
If you're gonna break. If you're gonna drop that kind of money to pick him
Drop
up, then
it.
you
better
have to
play that,
start him.
man. Yeah,
You
you
better
better play
play
that,
him.
man.
You can't just not do that. All right, Lucius. This was one from way earlier that I had jumped over, so I want to make sure we get to it. Last one here: 10-team half-point PPR league, drafted real heavy on running back, and we have to sit one between Derrick Henry, James Conner, Jordan Mason, or Achane. One has to be set. That's bananas. I'm gonna sit Connor. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, sit Connor.
Hard to do it, but that's
No.
you gotta
It's not
play
as
him.
hard as you think.
Yeah, you can sit him.
Yeah,
That's
you can
not
sit him.
the best matchup. All right, another one down here for Dame. Another flex. Ridley, Worthy. This is a PPR league. Between Ridley or Worthy. I'm gonna go Ridley. And then need a quarterback
Ridley or
between.
Worthy.
Wait, did we do this? We did. No,
No.
We did not.
we did not. Okay. All right. So one flex. Ridley, Worthy. Ridley.
Yeah, we can go Ridley on that.
Ridley.
Before we move on. All right. And then quarterback Baker against Denver or Hurts against New Orleans. I swear we did this.
Yeah, you know what? We did.
No, we did Baker over Allen.
We just
No,
did
but we
that
did
one.
Hurts
But we
over
did this
somebody else,
earlier.
too.
Anyway, let's just do it real quick. That's fine. Ridley, go. Then we need a quarterback. We said Baker, right?
I thought we did.
Yes, we went Baker. And then yeah, that's why I drew the line at Allen. But you still went.
Yeah, and then
you
we
like
went
Baker.
Charbonnet and Rashid, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Yes, we did.
All right, cool.
Or
All in one
Montgomery and
show with the
Rashid, one of the
DST.
two.
No, it was Sharps.
What's up?
Chicago or Tampa Bay?
Yeah. I like
Hmm.
Chicago's defense. They've just been good.
Yeah.
Chicago I feel like their defense holds up. And against the Colts? Or maybe, well. Huh.
Give me Tampa Bay against the Rook. No Vita Vea, no Antoine Winfield,
Yeah,
and no
yeah,
Yaya
yeah.
Diaby. No. Nope.
Yeah, give me Tampa Bay. Give me Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I'm taking. I'm not taking Tampa Bay without Vita Vea, without Yaya Diaby, and without Antoine Winfield. I don't love their defense now. Give me Chicago.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, hold on. I back up on that because Vita Vea is not playing, and all the other ones you mentioned are not playing, even though it's against. Yeah, give me Chicago.
I know it's against,
back and forth there.
but they'll be safe, I think, and run the ball a lot with Javonte and keep that game moving fast. I like Chicago.
Yeah, for sure. Braden Michael, what's going on? Welcome in. Wide receiver tilt Harrison Jr., Rashee Rice, or Pittman. We got a bench one. Pick two, bench one.
Bench Pittman.
Bench Pittman.
Yeah, bench Pittman.
For sure. Cool. Thank you for the tilt, Braden. Okay,
you.
we got a bench one here. Olave, Shaheed, DK, or Chase.
Oof.
Oh my God.
Pick your one. You're playing DK and Chase in this area.
Oh,
You can't play both Olave and
You have to bench
Shaheed,
one. Yeah,
so
you have
it's
to
one of
bench
those
one.
guys.
you can write down in your little notepad. I think
You can't play both.
I think I bench DK.
Wow.
Yeah. I like the upside of Shaheed. I think Olave will have a good game, and I'm not benching Jamar Chase. I think DK gets Jalen Ramsey. Again, we're going to go back to this. I'll be watching this in the afternoon. We'll see what happens. I like it.
I don't know if he gets Jalen Ramsey.
I'm telling you, he's going to get Jalen Ramsey. He's been chomping at the bit to be able to do this for a long time, dude. Now he wasn't allowed to do it all last year. It's shadow and go cover people, and he's been covering people, and he gets it done. He's still got it.
Bro, how do you even?
If you're going to do it, I mean, can we agree Chase is not benchable, right?
He's not.
Okay.
He's not benchable this week. We can't.
But I wouldn't bench Olave either. Like I would out of these four receivers.
Well, then
right
are
here,
you benching Shaheed then?
that's what I'm saying. You're either benching
I would bench
upside of Shaheed, right? That's either you're going to bench that or you're going to take the matchup and bench DK. So if you want to bench Shaheed, I mean, go ahead, but take heed.
You have to remember that Kamara is a big part of that offense also.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah, I mean, everybody can't eat, but they have been eating. Like
what was last? Hold on.
Olave feels like he's due. Is more like it. Like Shaheed's like 3-4 targets. Like he's not really like 8 targets a game. But again, it was a blowout against the Cowboys. It was
give me Olave, DK, and Chase.
Okay, I'll go with guys because we agree on 2 out of 3. I just got a feeling about DK not having a good game today.
That's tough.
But yeah, I'll go with you. We'll bench Shaheed. If that's what we have to do.
I think Lockett doesn't have a good game today.
We did that one for somebody else.
You say that.
The same tilt.
Yeah, for
2 people
Josh,
had the
what's
same
going
tilt.
on? Welcome in Gesicki or Likely.
Oh no, it was
Think-
Gesicki or Schultz
this
earlier.
was Schultz. Yeah, this is different.
That was Ferguson and Likely. Yeah, I'll go Gesicki over Likely as well. Yeah, well, Mr. Swanson said he's leading the team in targets.
He's leading the team in targets. We saw what's happening now with Mark Andrews starting to take over. You kind of
Mm-hmm.
got a recency bias, put it behind you, that week 1 thing where they just, that's why it likely was. That's why he's been a conversation. That's why he's here. That's why this tilt is here.
It was that big thing. It was the opening weekend. That's the first game you saw. The first thing you saw in this league was, oh wow, Likely's the thing. Well, hold on, let Mark Andrews heal. Let him get back.
If T. Higgins is back in the offense, how does it affect Gesicki's targets?
I don't think it does much.
I don't
think it changes it. That offense hasn't gotten clicking yet. We haven't seen it yet. You know what I mean? And Gesicki, like I said, if he would have gotten that touchdown, he would have been overturned. It's a different stat line for him. I think he's still going to be a red zone target, and you still got to cover those receivers. Like now, even more so when Higgins comes back. So it should be open room for him in the middle of the field. I think Zach Moss takes a tick up. The whole offense clicks. I feel
this is close. This is close.
It is
Josh.
a close tilt.
That's a good one.
It's a lot closer than it seems. And then another one here for Josh: Jerome Ford or DJ Moore in the flex.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Ooh,
who out snaps who? Who gets more of the workload today, Foreman or Ford?
We don't know.
That's what we don't know. That's the
No,
problem.
I'm just saying, like, what would you?
I know,
what
like
are you leaning.
I think like a 50-50.
It depends
split.
on it depends on the game script. It depends on what happens with the game. If they're up, it's Foreman. If it's a tight game and it's a battle, then I think it's Jerome Ford. I just don't see the Giants putting up much of a fight. Like Brian Robinson was running through huge holes last week. Like it was absurd what they were doing, and Washington's O-line.
Give me DJ Moore.
Give me DJ Moore.
DJ Moore. Deontay Foreman scares me.
Yeah.
Hey,
A little bit.
We got a little
18 targets through 3 weeks
Oh,
for
it's
DJ
my
Moore.
homies. Check it out.
I
Oh,
like
you
it.
want to sit with Dad? Want to go sit with Dad?
Come on.
Yeah, I stole him last time. You can have him this time. I'll take Lily. Hi, Lily girl.
What's up, AJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, big guy.
Yeah. Which jersey is this?
I'm the chief.
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
I thought that
That's
was
my homies.
You want to hear him?
Yeah.
Want to hear?
I dig it. All right, boys, you got your little guy. I'm gonna go get my little girl and go do some softball. We'll do some coaching. I'm gonna have to leave a couple minutes early. I love y'all, Till Squad. You guys are the best. Keep winning, keep grinding.
Say bye,
See you in the
Taylor.
playoffs, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye, AJ.
Peace, Swamp.
He's like, bye. You're right there, bud. Yeah, Mr. Swanson. Peace, bro. Hopefully I'll be back later, man. I'm gonna try to make every effort to come over here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let me know.
Bro.
All right, bro.
All right.
Good luck to the babe.
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna keep moving on here. Chef, we got the next one here for Adam Polio, Cooper, or let's go up to his first one here. Pitts or Ferguson.
Give me Fergie.
I'm gonna take Fergie too, and then Cooper or BTJ. In this situation, I'm gonna have to go Cooper.
Yeah, I'm going
Woof.
Cooper.
I don't like it.
I'm going Cooper. I don't like it. It's the last week.
It's the last week.
Yeah.
It's the last week.
It's the last week for Cooper.
Yep. All right. So, and then Brad says, let me ask you this. If you're taking Javonte Williams, are you taking Akers over McLaurin at a flex?
My
Who's
and
picking
dad
team and
died
everything?
on day one.
The Daddy and Teal Juan. I love it. It's my guy.
Akers over McLaurin. I don't
Based
know.
on what Juan said about how poorly
It was
it
terrible.
looked, like how badly it looked. Do you really think that improves?
This is the
against
one.
a
I
good
guess I'm
defense?
going Akers here.
I'm gonna go Akers there too.
It's ugly.
Yep. And then PPR need a flex for Ball Glove Blueprint, Rashid Shaheed, Brandon Ayuk, or Carson Steele.
It's either Ayuk or Shaheed. Give me
Yeah.
Ayuk.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me Ayuk.
Okay. Yeah. Give me Ayuk also. Word. All right. Jim. Rambo.
Jim
My man.
Rambo.
Good
Thank
luck.
you.
Thank you. What's going on, Nick? Welcome in.
have
Pittman
any
or Juwan Jennings. We have more. Also, what is the take on Rashad White? Also have Deontay Foreman and Cam Akers on the bench. Between Pittman or Juwan Jennings, we made a pretty good case for Juwan earlier.
We did make a good case for Juwan Jennings. Pittman is going to play today. Right? We just got that news.
He's playing.
How many targets does he get a game?
Pittman?
Yeah.
He had 7 last week. Let's see. He's averaging, I mean, he's 15 targets on the season. So pretty much he had 8 week 1 and then 7 week 2, of which he caught, out of the 15, he caught 7. So he's pretty much just a 50-50 shot right now. And then,
Give me Jennings.
yeah, I'm going to take Jennings there. The take on Rashad White. Well, let's see here. First game, Richardson only threw 19 times and targeted Pittman on 8 of them, which is true. He didn't really do much with those.
Yeah, he only caught 4 for 31.
31. Yeah. It's tough to figure out what Richardson's going to do.
Yeah, I want to back out.
You
I want
know-
to go Juwan Jennings.
Mm-hmm. It's week 3. I want to see how that wide receiver room really starts to shake
The
out.
take on Rashad White. He also has Deontay Foreman and Akers on his bench. I think you have to play Rashad White
Yeah.
over those two.
Mm-hmm.
At least one more week. I could see how Foreman could take over for Jerome Ford. I'm actually hoping for it in a couple leagues.
Yeah, I got to start Rashad White. I'm in a similar situation.
Yeah, but you're
Like Nick,
sticking
but-
with Rashad White.
Mm-hmm. And then Braden Michael here. What's going on? Shaheed, Pittman, Ayuk, and Steele. PPR. Pick one.
Pick one. It's Ayuk.
It would be Ayuk.
It's super close. Shaheed is like right there with me.
I know it's tough.
It's like
but
Ayuk, Olave, Shaheed.
that
or
little that
Shaheed Olave. Like it's right there.
chunk is so hard to figure out.
Yeah.
Ball glove, Jared Goff at Arizona or Derek Carr against Philly at home. I'm
Carr.
gonna go Carr there. And Zach Etienne or James Conner.
ETN.
Yeah, I agree. Better matchup. All right, it is 12:01. Let me look up here to see. We can just probably do this one real quick. Also traded all in one show. Traded Chase for Bijan and Pollard due to most of his RBs going down. Thoughts on that trade?
I don't hate it.
No, not at all. That's great. Especially if all your RBs are going down, you got to make a move.
RBs are going to be clutch this year.
For sure, for sure.
Especially since we see the passing game down
Yup.
all around the league. So yeah, pick up your running backs wherever you can.
Cool. All right. Good luck, everybody. Zach, see you later today. Let's go. He's coming.
Yeah.
Dope. Let's go. My man.
All right. I will
See you in a
see you all
few.
later.
Everybody, thank you. Great show. Tons of tilts. Man, this one was, we were moving.
It was a hot
We're
one.
moving today. Thank you, everybody who stuck around. We got all, got through them. I saw a lot of new faces today. If you guys like what you hear, please do the like and subscribe, John. We're here every Sunday from 10 to 12 Eastern for the Tilts. So join the Tilt Squad. We do this every week. Thank you very much. Love you.
Until next time, we out.
Peace.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Sunday Tilt. Visit us on YouTube at youtube.com/thetiltisreal and like and subscribe. We're live every Sunday from 10 a.m. to noon Eastern Standard Time. We'll see you all next week on The Tilt is Real.